Damn, these are piping hot.
They really are.
You gotta put them in to even out the.
Yeah, you can't just throw in just two Diet Cokes. No, you can't do that.
I've always.
What's wrong?
I got my headphones.
Yep, if you can hear that, you're going to probably hear that for a while. That's my wife running the dishes. She is cleaning off some dishes, I guess. This was the perfect time to do it. I would agree 1,000% because it needs to get done, right? That's right. Right, Chris? It needs to get done. Who's going to do it?
Oh, wow. If you put the headphones on, you go in the dishwasher.
We're in the dishwasher.
I'm in the dishwasher.
Yeah, we're in the middle.
I really couldn't hear until I actually put on the headphones. You can hear it more.
Yeah, it's got a nice faint buzzing going right now.
I don't mind dishes. It's
actually soothing. I think it's soothing.
I have to hand wash them at my apartment. That's from,
the 80s.
No, not the 80s. When 70s? Did they put cigarette trays at elevators? 60s. When was that established?
You have an elevator in your building?
Yes. It barely works, but it looks like the one from Loki, so I like it and I use it. It looks old school.
It'd be a nice little skit at that elevator.
Yeah, absolutely. Hopefully we don't get stabbed. But yeah.
Well, I mean, you did almost get robbed.
Yeah. Yep.
By a guy with 2 knives, not even one.
Yep.
He was ready for war.
By a small Puerto Rican man.
You think he was Puerto Rican?
He had a Puerto Rican t-shirt on.
Oh, so that's what you're saying. You weren't just being racist. He legit had a Puerto Rican.
No, I wish I laughed and I was just like, did she send you? Did she get like Batman? Who sent you?
Yeah,
who sent you?
You actually coming off like that voice, it kind of reminded me of the Punisher a little bit. You got like a little compliment at work the other day, didn't you? You were pretty gassed.
This girl was on my jock strap.
Look at this. This is insane. Her phone's going off. This is crazy.
So anyways, this woman comes in and right off the rip, she's like, oh, look at your tattoos. Okay, so that's the tattoos. Oh, you have nice hands. I'm like, all right. She was like, you look like a celebrity like 10 minutes in. And I was just like, okay. And I don't know why I've gotten James Franco before, but I don't think me and James Franco look anything alike. And that's also a pretty bad person to repel to. But that's what I did anyway.
Why is it a bad person? Because he's like...
Isn't he accused? Isn't he like... Didn't he definitely rape someone?
I don't know if he definitely did, but
yeah,
everyone's getting accused though. Shannon Sharpe just got accused.
Damn, Unc, not Unc,
not Unc, dude. I don't think Unc would do that. Unc just seems like he's got everything in order.
He's so about his business. Yeah,
that's what I mean. Like he got like gift baskets to give to the girls. He's giving them Uber rides home. He probably gives them a massage after.
This guy's the whole deal. It almost seems too good though.
It seems like he's gay.
Shannon Sharpe seems a little too like always on point with everything. Like has it all figured out.
Like if you told me he was gay, I would believe it 100%. He's got that feminine, the way that he walks. He got the crossbody bags.
Dude, did you hear what he does? He goes through a gallon of Listerine in 30 days.
What? What's he do?
They're on the show, and he pulls up a legit. Bro, it's a pump thing. It's a pump. And he puts his mouth on the thing and pumps it.
He pumps his mouth with Listerine.
But like, again, Ocho was like, damn, what the fuck is that? And he's like, I got hookups, Ocho. I got hookups. I got Listerine always on me. I ain't never having bad breath because they were like, would you rather your significant other go without brushing their teeth or showering?
I think you'd want them to shower over brush their teeth.
Really? I was almost thinking you'd want them to brush their teeth.
No, that's crazy, dude. Because I know you could eat something and it would kind of mask it, or drink something and it could kind of mask it. How you masking your ass smell?
You can't mask your ass smelling. You can't.
Yeah.
So that's a good point. You would just hope for that week to not have like that smelly of an ass, I guess.
Yeah, that's not going to happen in a full week.
Ocho, of course, was like, I would do the teeth, man. He's like, it's all right if something tangs a little bit. That's what it's supposed to be like. Like they having like a fun ass time. But then he pulled up. He's like, I don't play, Ocho. I don't play about my hygiene, which he probably doesn't. The guy looks like the most meticulous person in the fucking world. It's like he has like a drill, like a legit drill to get ready. But yeah, he. Well, here's my thing about my wife, right? I would have had these dishes done 35 times already. She legit washes this so like people could like honestly take medicine off of it. Like it's like she is super clean in this, super scrubbing it. There's so much soap in this fucking sink right now. When I used to load the dishwasher, I just made sure there was nothing clunky on there.
That's what you're supposed to do. It's called a pre-scrape.
Yeah, pre-scrape.
That's it. It's a pre-scrape.
It's like the restaurant.
Same thing.
Scrape the dish.
She thinks it needs to be perfectly cleaned and sanitized before it goes into the dishwasher. It makes absolutely no sense. Yeah, that's not true. Yeah, find a new slant, Chrissy. Find a new slant.
He sucks at washing the dishes.
No, I'm the best.
Yeah.
No, I'm the best. No, I'm the best.
Here, guess what? Let's say I wash an entire thing and I fit more stuff into the dishwasher than she does, and I do it at a quicker pace, more efficient pace. And there's one dish in there that has 3 things stuck on it. It doesn't matter. Just keep it in there and run it for the next one.
We'll get it on the next one.
That's it.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's stubborn stuff, you know?
That's it. That's all it is.
And mine's perfectly clean. So.
Yeah, perfectly clean. Watch when I'm going to hit that shit with a microscope tomorrow. Put it right under a microscope. We'll see how much shit's on that stuff.
But yeah.
There's nothing you can do.
They were talking about the, so he was pumping the Listerine. I didn't know where the hell, I've never seen something like that. It's honestly, I heard Listerine's not even that good for you.
No, I don't think it is either.
So
I bet you it eats all your plaque and stuff.
Yeah, this guy of all things, like it seems like you're bleaching your hair.
Here's what I'm gonna say. Like I got a 13 pack of cookies because I do feel awkward. Just ordering.
You got the whole tote bag?
Yeah, I got the tote, but they must not have had the tote box. Those are the only fresh ones. That's what I was saying. These are all hot.
Okay.
So these just came straight out the oven. They must not have had a full 13 ready to rock.
At 11 o'clock. It's 11:30, but you probably ordered that around 11.
Yeah. Listen.
That's not bad. If it was like 10 o'clock, I'd understand that. 11 o'clock, you could probably have a bag ready. You never know. It's April vacation.
I mean, you feel like the kids are going to be slamming cookies.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people don't know. See, automatically, she shut that off for a second.
Thank God.
Oh, now it's back on.
Nope.
Now she's washing her hands.
Okay.
Are you like even a play-by-play?
No, the play-by-play actually, Chrissy, is through these headphones.
Yes, they know.
I can hear your heartbeat. Okay? Like, just want to let you know, these are pretty good microphones.
Yeah.
You got pretty good equipment here over at Bad Brain.
Now you can finally listen to the podcast. We're probably 15 minutes in.
Welcome to the podcast. We are dishwasher free.
Hurting our audio. Don't worry, she'll do some more shit.
It's all right. If you want to start playing band practice, if you want to start percussion.
I'm going to stop vacuuming.
Yeah, is that what you're going to do?
That would be great. That honestly would be great. It'd be great for all of our ASMR freaks.
Yeah, it'll be good for us to cut the podcast short.
He's not bad.
This podcast will just be a deep clean.
Okay.
Okay. Good luck. Thanks for giving us the title to our podcast. Because usually we always pick something that's like out of the ordinary. So I'm going to guess deep clean might be it. Speaking of deep clean, Justin got his gut clean. If you guys can't tell, he's not here. He's on the 10-day IL. Maybe 30-day, maybe 60-day.
I don't know. I haven't heard from him in like 5 days.
That's a lie. But
It's not true. When was the last time we talked to him?
I don't know. I asked him how he was.
Aren't we together?
Not personally.
Were we in a thing?
Yeah. Yep. We have a group chat.
Hold on.
He was talking during WrestleMania, so if he's died somewhere between now and WrestleMania, then
Let's give him a call. Let's give the fat kid a call.
All right, but you have to promise me something.
Yep.
This phone call is like no longer than like 5 minutes.
Yeah, we could do that.
I'm dead serious.
I wish
Dead
you didn't
serious.
say that because it would have just been that little. Now I want to do this for 50 minutes and just see your face.
Yo.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, what's going on?
First of all, you're on the podcast.
Yo, how are you?
We wanted to check in and see how our, I would say the lifeblood of this podcast is doing.
You know, I'm hanging in there.
You're hanging in?
How would
Yep.
how would you rate yourself on a pain scale?
I'm really not in a lot of pain. I mean, I just have like trapped gas because they fill you up with CO2 and that fucking sucks. But yeah, I mean, that's not fun.
So how's that go about? Does that like timely just get dispersed out of your ass? Well, like,
I mean,
do you burp?
well, yeah, it comes out of your ass, but you build more up. So it's like a revolving circle. So basically what they did is they shrink your stomach. So basically kind of like a gastric sleeve, like the weight loss surgeries.
Okay. Yep.
So it kind of sucks to eat anything. I think food court's kind of fucking dead right now, which is that stinks.
I think it's been dead from the jump, but that's my opinion.
Well,
Not everyone.
that's your opinion.
That's my opinion. Yeah.
I like it. What about like a liquid? Are you on like a liquid diet?
Yeah, I'm doing like bone broths and fucking cream of wheat. I ate like my stomach is so small. Like I ate a half of an egg and I was full.
So you essentially got stomach surgery. So you're basically going to become Bobby Kelly. That's what you did.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna lose a ton of weight.
You're going to lose a ton of weight.
Damn. God damn. That's tough, bro. That's tough.
It is tough because, like, I mean, obviously, I still have like an appetite, and it's just like you can't eat anything.
What
It's like I'm eating fucking pudding and fucking Jello.
So you do have an appetite. You just can't eat.
You just can't eat.
What would you?
I feel like that's worse than not having an appetite.
It's so much worse.
No. Well,
So it's not like I like, dude. I would
worse.
suck. I would suck both your dicks for an Italian sub right now.
All right. Well,
We can make that happen.
That answered my question, bro.
Yeah, but I can't eat it.
That's not our problem.
That's not
It'll fucking just destroy me.
really. Bro?
But
like,
yeah,
just for now, like you can essentially get back to eating that, or never again.
well, I have to like stretch my stomach out again. So can I throw?
Can you?
She say, can I?
She can hear you.
Yeah.
He can hear you. Yes, you can. Have you thrown up?
No.
So no,
Sometimes with surgeries like that, you can't ever throw it.
Oh, you're not allowed to throw up? Is that what you're saying?
well, you'll just dry heave.
So you will only dry heave. You can't throw
I don't know if I like that. I like I'm weird and I like throwing up.
I love throwing up.
Throwing up really empties the tank, and then you kind of sober up after that. If
I
you're
love
still
throwing up
drunk
in my
after,
car. Just like
That's-
Well,
outside
not
standing.
even like sobering up.
That
Like,
is
what if I
fucking
get like a
gross.
stomach bug?
So we can or we can't.
He doesn't think he can. He thinks he can only dry heave.
what do
That's-
they? What do they
Chrissy's
do?
shaking
What do
her
they
head
do?
like
Take
that.
the trigger out? They
Yeah, I
take-
mean, you keep it down. You keep it in you.
oh my god,
That's wild.
that is nuts. I did not know that was something that was.
This
that could
surgery
happen.
wasn't worth it to get. Is the way I look at it.
Well,
It seems like if you can't throw up, that's like if someone told me I couldn't burp again, I would fucking kill myself.
Yeah.
well, burping is like tough too. It's hard. You can only like
burp.
it's like tiny little gas comes out.
Oh, I see. I don't know. Did you know this full story going in?
I mean, yeah, but the reason why I used to like burp so much is because of acid reflux.
Right. Okay.
So I haven't really like other than like the trapped gas, like my shoulder hurts. Like I can't take a full deep breath, like because I can only take like shallow breaths because it like hurts.
Jesus Christ. What's the timetable like recovery like to like what I'm trying to basically figure out like when will you figure out like all right this is definitely benefiting me or like
Well, it'll
the
be it's already benefiting me because I'm not getting like reflux like I was. I'm just really dealing with more gas than anything right now.
okay.
I can't pick Santino up for like another week.
Oh, you love that.
He does. He loves that.
That's a good
You know, so but like it's crazy like the amount of pain I had in my back and my hips.
Oh, hi. Could I do a medium iced caramel? with almond milk, sugar, and
Now you know Sabrina's
Yeah.
Dunkin'
medium
Donuts
iced
order.
Hey,
caramel, almond
listen,
milk,
before
no
you
sugar.
got on the phone, we were in the
Yeah.
dishwasher, so
Yeah.
it's all right. It's okay.
But as far as me being able to like eat like how I would normally eat, 6 months.
Oh my God. I don't know, dude. I don't know. God bless for you, honestly. I mean,
You think it's going to be
hopefully
6 months
but
before you can eat
6
normal?
Months?
Oh yeah, that's what they told me. Easy.
6 months. October.
That doesn't
Some-
seem right.
They said sometimes longer.
good. You? Thank you.
Jesus Christ.
6 months. So you're thinking not till October, till your birthday. You can't.
Probably.
I think
I can't really.
Justin might end up having to. We might have to train Justin. He's going to be the proper way to run the Boston Marathon. He's going to be
Well-
like an Ethiopian person.
And then even on top of that, like when I can't eat properly, it's like my portion sizes are gonna be like I might be able to eat half a sub and be completely full.
So my question is this going to be like a real thing? Like you really can't eat? Or is it going to be like how when you were with the GERD saying, I can't eat this, but then you were just eating it the whole time and just
No.
wasn't-
I'll be able to eat whatever I want to eat. It's like that stuff, like the reflux and the symptoms I would get from eating that shit shouldn't bother me. It's the portion sizes.
Oh, so you think it's going to take that long for your stomach to stretch back out?
Yeah. And then they said even like then it's still gonna be my stomach's they permanently make it small.
You should just call Merck and be like, hey, how can you get my stomach stretched out faster?
Well, he ripped his fucking
Right through. It's back.
but my surgery is different. They implant like a device for GERD, so it's like a permanent. It's not like a gastric sleeve that is meant to like stretch.
So this keeps you closed.
This keeps me closed.
Justin basically has like Osmosis Jones for GERD,
Yeah.
just
that's what he has.
on the
Yeah, I got a little
Osmosis
fucking.
bones.
I'm osmosis bones. I
Yeah,
got a little
osmosis
toy
bones.
soldier in me, fucking
Osmosis
zapping
bones.
GERD away.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I'm still like a little groggy, little lightheaded. Like it's hard for me to like I went with her. She had a doctor's appointment. Fucking, I'm exhausted right now just from driving in the car. Fucking, we went for a little walk yesterday because I'm supposed to like walk. It's supposed to help with the gas. I walked for like 10 minutes and I was ready for a nap.
So is that why you didn't come to Easter? You're just too tired?
No, I mean I was still wicked sore and like, I'm still like, it's weird. It's like you're in like, you know how you get like head foggy. You ever get a head fog?
Yep.
That's like kind of what I'm in right now.
Yeah.
Yep.
You have another one?
Well, it's mixed better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nico's ordering a yogurt from the waitress we have here today.
Love that.
Yeah.
Those are the best yogurts in the world.
So gay.
Yeah, it's okay. It's a
What's on the docket for the pod today?
We have nothing. That's why we called you. We wanted to check in on you.
No WrestleMania talk?
No,
we're
because
gonna
it was
get
so
into
bad.
that shit. Yo,
Because it was so
Justin,
bad, that's
Justin,
why.
I can't. I love you. I can never listen to you say that wrestling in any way, shape, or form is back. That last match, if I imagine, how much
Guys,
people pay.
it was bad on purpose. You don't understand the storyline. He
Now
said he's
it's
going to
bad.
ruin wrestling. That's what he said he's going to do. I'm going to ruin wrestling. If you guys paid attention and watched, you don't
Bro,
watch.
No, hold
That's
on.
your
You
problem.
can't just be saying it's bad on purpose. That's
fucking
bad.
It is. Did you watch Monday Night Raw? It was
Yep.
insane.
We sure did.
You watched Monday Night Raw.
We watched the whole thing. We watched everything. All
I
9
don't
hours
believe
on
it.
Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. It's still terrible.
No, you didn't. Absolutely not. You guys watched the last
we did
match.
side by side watch the last match though, and we were both looking
Yeah,
at
you
each
watched.
other.
You watched the last match. It's crazy. You can't judge a whole WrestleMania off the last match.
The main event. We
Justin.
watched.
The main event of night one was the greatest piece of fucking art that has happened in wrestling in the last 20 years.
You're lying, right? You're not talking about the Jey Uso fight, are you?
No, that was the first match. I'm talking about Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, and CM Punk. That match was fucking pure cinema. The storyline was great.
Listen,
you don't
I'll
understand.
listen to Sabrina on this. I'm not listening to you on this.
She just said it. The storyline of John Cena is I'm ruining wrestling.
I
It's
get
like
it.
that's
I
what
get
that's
it,
his
Justin,
whole
but
thing.
I did
He
hear him say
wanted
that
to
on
ruin
Pat
the main
McAfee
event.
yesterday.
But for
He
it to
did say
be
that.
like so boring, like That's bad.
Like the weight,
It
like
was supposed to be on purpose.
They were wrestling in slow motion, Justin.
that's fucking terrible. And then you took the belt away from Cody Rhodes as a stand-up American man. That's terrible.
Yeah, this is supposed to build story. It's called long-term storytelling. You guys you're not wrestling fans. You don't get it. I can't explain it.
Yeah, but
it's
Justin,
like
you got Stockholm syndrome, dude.
No, I don't.
Yes,
you
you
need
do.
to look at it
You have
as
Stockholm syndrome.
The problem is with wrestling, with people that aren't wrestling fans, it's like you got to look at it as a TV show. It's like if there's a season of a TV show and like build up episodes, like have you watched The Last of Us? First of all, the first 2 episodes.
I watched the first episode. I haven't got to the second one yet.
I watched the second episode last night. Like the first episode is a build up episode.
Yeah.
The second episode is a payoff episode.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, Daredevil
That's
had
how you-
Daredevil had those. They had like Buffalo.
That's how you have to view wrestling. So if you're not a wrestling fan, you're not going in with that mindset.
Justin,
And
I've
that's-
watched more wrestling than I've watched since I've been fucking 17 this
Yeah,
year.
but not consistently.
Yes, I have. I understand the whole storyline. It still will never be as good as before.
No, you don't. You don't understand.
Did you
Jey
see
Uso
Stone
fight
Cold
sucked.
Steve Austin
Yes.
on one?
Of course
Dude,
I saw that, but it was so bad. It was like they didn't even use him. Like he could have fucking stunned somebody. Like throw a stunner on somebody.
Stun
It's
the
so
Rock.
Stupid.
Do
Like
something.
he came in and announced attendance.
Well, The Rock never came out, and it's like that's why everyone's so mad about.
I don't care about like The Rock not coming out. Like that doesn't bother me as much as like the certain matches sucked.
No, you guys only watched one match,
I only
and
watched
that's
one
your
match.
own.
Yep.
That's your own fault.
True, Justin.
What other matches did you watch
I watched every single match.
of
And I watched
WrestleMania?
some
No, you
twice.
didn't.
I watched some twice because I'm going back through it just to make sure to drill it
No,
into my
you
head that I'm
didn't.
right or I'm wrong.
No, you didn't.
I watched them all. I didn't watch the CM Punk one. I'll go back and watch that one though for you, just for you. I'll go
Pure
watch
cinema.
that piece of cinema, that piece of pure cinema.
Pure cinema.
If he's supposed to be like a nonchalant, like I get it because he was saying on the Pat McAfee show, he's like, I'm what? You think I'm kidding? I'm gonna literally ruin wrestling for everybody.
Ruin wrestling would be like you're gonna go like rape Stephanie McMahon on stage. Like that would be.
That
like,
wouldn't.
like,
I don't know if that would ruin it. I would want to see that.
I know you would.
I think that did numbers.
But he took off a turnbuckle. Oh, Cena would never do this in the past. He took off the turnbuckle.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like who gives a fuck?
No, that's not even that. It's like Cody Rhodes has been built up to be this fucking like unstoppable force. And then John Cena comes in as Super Cena, and like the whole lore of Cena is like he buries talent. That's like the whole lore of it. So John Cena coming in, beating him with like just a few moves and like not really like kicking his ass, and like that's what ruins wrestling.
Okay. I know that this is the spin zone you read on Reddit afterwards.
I'm using my eyes. It's supposed to be meta.
He read this on meta. Yeah.
I don't know. He's pretty.
How about it just be better? How about that? Like, how about that? How about we start there?
I
You
would've
just gotta
loved to
like
see
the
it.
storytelling.
I hate it then. If that's what that is, I hate it.
Did you see? Yeah, but it's not. Listen, that's just one story, guys. Did you watch Monday Night Raw? What happened at the end? First of all, did you watch John Cena?
Are we getting
I watched
quizzed
Cena
here?
get RKO'd. That was great. That was the best thing I fucking seen.
Bro,
it was a clean ass RKO by Randy Orton.
It was out of nowhere.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. And I know you got jacked up about
And
that.
yeah, Randy Orton's the legend killer. So
My question is,
Does
that have
Justin,
anything
right
to do
now,
with
do
it,
you
Justin?
think that Joe is like just like banging his head off his steering wheel?
Joe wants to kill himself right now.
Yeah.
Joe from Gloucester is so mad that but hey, WrestleMania season's over. It's like, what else? What else?
It's over.
he said it to Alex yesterday. He's like, it's WrestleMania season. Then Al was like, nah, that shit's over. We're done with that shit.
WrestleMania season's over, guys.
So what would you call this season now? Is this playoffs? So you getting into like playoff hockey, playoff?
No, this is like day one. So now we're in day one. This is like the start of the new season.
Okay, so we're back. We're still in wrestling now. We're in opening day.
Yeah, we're opening day.
Opening day for wrestling. Okay.
Yeah.
Over like playoff hockey, playoff basketball.
Well, no. See, I will. The thing is I'm allowed to watch both.
Yeah, I do know that you're right. You are allowed to watch fake TV and sports at the same time.
What do you mean fake TV? Everything you watch on television is fake TV. All movies that you watch is fake.
That's what I'm saying. I said you're allowed to watch fake TV and sports. I know that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, are we saying sports isn't rigged? Is that the conversation we're having right now?
I don't think sports are rigged like you think they're rigged. Name 3 things how they're rigged.
Oh, please. I could be here all day. It's all rigged.
I just had
Everything's
fantastic
rigged.
yogurt.
Once they got all the sports betting fucking thing, they're just Vegas owns everything.
We're getting a lot of complaints of us eating on the podcast. You eating that yogurt, us eating cookies.
Well, who the hell wants to hear you guys eat? It's like it sucks.
Well, I think it sucks for you because you can't eat. So I think that does suck right now. I can see you
I just ate some
man.
you're more
yogurt.
jealous than it's gross.
I just ate some yogurt for you.
What I would do for a fucking Italian sub,
That's what you're.
Right now.
That's what you're craving
right now?
the most.
it's the first thing I'm going to eat. Bro, when I tell you, like, I could only eat a half an egg, and then all like the bits of it gets stuck in your throat, and then you ever just get food stuck in your throat? Like,
Yeah.
you know that
Not
feeling?
like
But
Not like that, but
so why don't you puree down an Italian sub? I'll go to New Dale, I'll get you a fucking nice soft Italian sub. Throw it into a blender.
that might fucking taste
What's
like
wrong-
the grossest thing in the fuck.
What if it's delicious? Honestly, Justin.
If there was anything that was gonna make me throw up, it's just the thought of that is making me nauseous right
You
now.
don't think that if we get that with like a fucking fat McDonald's straw, a fucking fat hose of a straw, and
No.
you suck that right up?
No, Justin. Just keep saying no.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, no.
Food slurp.
I think you should. That's what I think you should do. Food court, but just do it for all like.
We're gonna call it. We're gonna call it food slurp.
Yeah,
Food court, but just Slurpee edition.
but you have to get like real foods and process them up. You
Oh my
can't just
god, that'd be fucking
like you
ass.
can't just go get like an acai smoothie from somewhere. You know.
No, I mean I'm living off popsicles, fucking yogurt, pudding, Ensures. Like I'm 90 years old. She pureed me some butternut squash.
Ensures might be the worst drink to drink. They're like legitimately not good for you at all. If you want like a protein drink, get like a Core Power or something.
Isn't that like what we fed like Nana?
Why is it
They're
not
the
good
worst.
for you?
They're like the fakest thing in the world. The Ensures. Look it up.
Really?
Yeah, dude. Get Core Power. Get the Core Power. They're nice. I think.
I've been making fucking milkshakes with Ensures and almond milk. They've been so good.
Well, they taste good. That is that. I
Yeah.
do agree to that.
Oh, bro, get Core Power.
Core Power is great.
Get
dude.
Core Power.
The chocolate
Yeah.
one's
Oh my
unbelievable.
god, the
Yeah.
chocolate one or any of them, strawberry, banana, vanilla, bro. I
Power's
drink them all the time.
So can we? What I wanted to actually talk about was my stay in the hospital.
Okay, you're here. Why not?
So I had a fucking roommate. This guy was probably like 50 years old, got ankle surgery. This guy was the biggest fucking baby. Listen, they just rearranged my whole guts. This guy is fucking crying. He's got everyone in the nurses in the room every fucking 10 minutes to do something for him. I'm just fucking so out of it. I'm ready for fucking bed. I raw dogged the surgery, meaning I took no fucking pain medications other than Tylenol because I'm a fucking man.
You're the man.
I'm the man. So this guy, it's like now we're finally going to bed. This guy's turned, the lights are off. This guy's calling the nurses in. Oh, can you take my socks off? Oh, can you set up my CPAP machine? I'm like, a CPAP machine? You gotta be fucking kidding me, a CPAP machine. Now I gotta fucking listen to this guy sound like Darth Vader laying next to me in the fucking bed. I'm just trying to get some sleep. So then they bring me, they set me up with like fucking, not a blindfold. What are those things that you put on your eyes when you go to sleep? An eye mask?
You're an eye mask.
eye mask. Yep.
So like a sleep mask and earbuds, like the squishy construction ones.
Okay.
So I'm like, oh, I can't wait to put these on, whatever. Now I'm just exhausted. So I'm going to go to sleep now. I put the fucking eye mask on. I go to open the earbuds. The box is empty. So now all night I'm listening to this guy sound like he's on fucking just breathing through fucking you have sleep apnea.
Yeah,
you have
that's
the mask.
crazy, dude. Yeah, it's not that loud. The dishwasher, my wife was doing the dishes today and it was way louder than what the fucking CPAP machine is. You're being dramatic about the CPAP machine.
I'm not being dramatic, dude. It's not what I want to listen to.
I agree with that. You don't want to listen to it. Why didn't you just ring the bell? Like, this kid's already bothered you 14 times. Why didn't you just ring the bell and got real ear things?
No, I raw dogged it.
Ring the bell.
You just hated yourself. When I did my little bid for COVID, and I was in there for a week, my guy was like jerking off next to me.
No.
Yeah, 100%. I was like, I know this guy's fucking jerking off. So the next day, like, it was like late 3 a.m. I'm like, oh, did you have fun last night? He's like, what do you mean? I'm like, I can tell you had fun last night, buddy. So
that's great.
You had like a fucking run of the mill experience. It seems like just a little of that. I mean, yeah, he seems like he was a pussy, that guy. But
well, just hearing him fucking complain, it's like, it wasn't like 1, 2 complaints. It's like all night. It's like wicked annoying.
do you think did you got a taste of like what Sabrina has to feel all the time? Like, cause you're always complaining, so like it's Sabrina had to listen to you.
The thing is you think I complain a lot, and like I really don't. You just ask me questions and I answer them, and then you just think that's me complaining.
Yeah. No, you complain. You complain to everybody that listens, and that's fine, dude. That's how everyone deals with stuff differently. Like the guy, the roommate I was with, he jerked off. That's what he did. You know, you complain, that guy complains.
Yeah,
so,
that's it. I'm just a big old complainer.
Yeah, but I'm glad you're doing. It seems like you're doing pretty good, pretty decent. Anyways, like you seem like you can talk, you can do all that stuff. So
yeah, I can definitely talk. I wish I could take like a deep breath. That would be great.
Oh, so it's hurting you to take a deep breath, or just you can't do it?
No, it hurts.
What do you mean it hurts?
They like this surgery, they like fucking they sew into your diaphragm.
Okay.
So, and then you have like a little plastic device. Like, so my hernia was much bigger than they thought, by the way. He even told Sabrina, he was like, the hernia was significantly bigger than it was on the images. And he said I was probably born with this hernia, and it just has grown over time. And that's why it started bothering me as much as it did.
Could you take it with you? Could he put it into like a little jar that you could just like look at that hernia all the time?
Well, they don't cut it out. They pull it down and then they sew it to your diaphragm. Like they sew.
Yeah.
You have like right under your rib cage, that soft spot. That's with like the device, and they sew everything in place. So they don't cut it out. They cut ligaments away. So like if I ever got a reversal surgery, it it still wouldn't pop back up.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So, all right. So every day you're getting better, it seems like.
That's it. That's all you got to do. Isn't that like the goal in life?
Yes, it is the goal. Sorry, I was looking at a text message that basically said like Justin's nothing but a liar.
What am I lying about now?
No, I don't know. It was a different text, but I feel like I just say that to you so you think like people are actually inboxing me, telling me that you're a pussy and all that stuff.
I don't really care.
That's kind of my game, you know.
I don't really care what anybody thinks of me.
Yeah. Listen, you guess what? He's on the road back. 6 months, dude. You know, I mean, watch what food court happens. He's going to be.
The guy's on the mend.
He's on the mend. He's on the backup.
You know, I got to say, to be honest, like, you know how my hips always killed me? It's like to not have, like, I can stand up and like, if I was standing up more than like 10 minutes, I was in so much pain. And that doesn't happen anymore.
So you think that this is where it turns into like, I feel like that's more mental than anything. You're telling me mental. This acid reflux was just settling in your hips.
Listen, it's not acid reflux was a symptom. It was pushing on it's like, you're just like, I don't understand why you don't get it. My hernia was so big that it was in my chest cavity, which you're not supposed to have your stomach in there. So it caused all inflammation and other Like, you ever heard of not radiating pain? What's that word I'm looking for?
I don't know. Radiating.
Not radiating. It's like you okay, like my shoulder hurts, but it's my fucking elbow.
Moving pain.
No, it's like pain in a different location than you actually have it. It's a word for it.
Ghost pain.
No.
To me, it seems like it's mental, but I feel like I don't understand how just like a hernia with acid coming from your stomach up, right? That's GERD. How that could affect the other things, but haven't really looked into it like that. So,
well, the thing is like the GERD was a symptom of this. So, do you understand what I'm trying to say?
I guess, yeah.
So, along with other symptoms that I had, I would get headaches. I would get neck pain. I would have pain between my shoulder blades. You would have like radiating pain in different areas.
So all that's gone. Your radiating pain's gone. All that stuff's gone.
In my lower half, yes. Right now, I still have some pain between my shoulder blades and my diaphragm, but that's all either trapped gas or the surgery. So it's going to still be like another week or two before that's gone.
Okay. That's good news.
It's great news.
Your cock doesn't hurt anymore because your lower pain's gone.
Yeah.
That, your hips.
No more sad mushroom.
So my question is, do you think you're going to come quicker now?
I hope so.
Less pain in the body. That's probably what I'm thinking. You know, if your body's not, you can't focus on the pain, you're probably just going to come in like 2 minutes.
That's what I've been striving for.
Yeah. Get the numbers.
Sabrina got the thing taken out of her arm today.
Uh-oh. You guys going for number 2?
She's hurting for a squirt. And
so you're going for another baby. Okay.
Now she's saying she wants 3 now. It's like, what are you doing?
You guys are just gluttons for punishment. Even though you get like the best baby on the planet, like everybody and their mother says that he's the best baby. So we don't want to hear any complaints about your child.
He came out of my ball bag. What do you think? I'm clearly the best guy, so I would have the best baby.
Yep. I mean, you do complain about him too much. So I'm a complainer. If I could guarantee I would have a kid like Santino, I'd have another kid tomorrow.
Yeah, well, you don't let your kid watch wrestling, and that's why.
That's what it is. Yep. I hope your kid hates wrestling, like just because you've jammed it down his throat too much.
He watches it with me all the time.
I'm sure he does. He's a year old. I'm sure he watches.
Loves Liv Morgan.
He'd watch porn if you put it on.
Loves Liv Morgan.
He loves Liv Morgan. I don't know who that is. Is that the blonde girl?
Yep, badass.
Yeah, nice. At least she looks like a girl, not like Rhea Ripley.
Rhea Ripley's a babe too.
All right. We'll let you go. I hope you feel better. And
thanks, bud.
Nico, do you have anything to say?
Yep. Hope you speedy recovery. Hope you feel better.
Hopefully I'm back next week.
All right. We'll talk to you.
All right.
Bye.
Later. Bye.
You just completely shut down there, Nick. You were done. You said 5 minutes. It went 27.
Told you.
You were done.
Yep.
The kid can talk. What do you want me to tell you?
Yeah.
That's why he's on a podcast.
Especially when it's about himself.
Yeah. He doesn't complain though.
That's fucking retarded. Like, that's crazy.
Do you think he's one of the most least self-aware people on the planet?
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
For sure.
Do you think that we're also...
I definitely think he complains a lot. Like, let's just get away from self-aware and all that. Like, he definitely complains, bro. He definitely complains. Like, he can't... He
can't hold it in.
Whether it's like he can't help himself. He always has to make a judgment about something. Like, he always has to have a say on something. So whether you take that as complaining or not, but here's the thing, like, having something to say could be a complaint. So like, or like, it could be like kind of like a bothersome thing, like the instance that happened a few weeks ago where he talked about the cat coming out the window, like, oh, hey, you want to get the cat? Like, not like him just getting up and not saying nothing and just taking it upon himself to do it. No, he said it to Al, and Al ends up wrecking the whole set. Oh no, spilling the coffee. That spilled the coffee, right? Stuff like that. But hey, listen, I told you had me for 5 minutes, and 5 minutes is up. Justin's doing all right. We've probably lost all the viewership
We
because
probably definitely lost it because he
That was tough.
He went full wrestling, then he went.
that was tough. I was cool with the wrestling. Did not want to get into every single thing under the sun. Definitely could have given him his flowers when he came back, but just via phone call, it's just like, again, rather watch my parents conceive me. And so.
And I don't even think it's that bad of a roommate. The roommate was complaining and he had.
No, I already knew when he said, again, I had the worst roommate in the world, that it wasn't even that bad. Like, what if the guy was like a paranoid schizophrenic? What if he was fucking bipolar?
Oh,
Now, again, not saying those people are terrible people. I'm just saying that
no,
would probably
they're
be
terrible people.
that would probably be worse to deal with in a hospital bed. And then Justin explained how he got his guts rearranged. He didn't get his guts rearranged. I don't think that's true. Isn't it like a microscopic? Didn't they like put like
The last time I heard someone say they got their guts rearranged, it's like when you're talking about like you banging abroad,
Right.
I rearranged their guts, like
yeah.
the way he said that, like it just sounded gay. So like he didn't get his guts rearranged. They went in there. He's got 4 pinholes,
Yep.
and they went up with like a little thing,
Yeah, because they make like
laparoscopic.
which is insane. They do these surgeries with like fucking legit number 2.
Marco's chin surgery was definitely worse than this. Do you remember that video?
God.
It was like,
Dude, that just put a hole in my fucking stomach.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, that was so terrible to watch.
do you remember his face too afterwards? It was like all like,
It was so bad. So bad, bro. Oh my God. Fuck that. But yeah.
should be doing man on the street of this Karen Reed trial. That's what Justin said. That was the text.
No. I'm gonna go with no on that. That is
I mean, what
not
are you gonna
my
get out of that?
That's not my expertise. Yeah, what did
It's too
Karen Reed-
serious.
Well,
you know, it's too serious.
It definitely is a little too serious, but like all you'd have to ask people is like, hey, do you think Karen Reed's guilty or not guilty? And like, I feel like when you do man on the street and like people have something to say and they know that it's like legit, they're gonna fucking say it.
I think that you cannot prove that she did it at all. So that's why she will be found innocent. I can never picture 12 people getting together and doing it. It's just too much circumstantial shit on both sides that I don't even know what happened, to be honest. She could have actually hit him. I don't think that there's enough evidence to say that she did. And the whole sketchiness of the other side, they're making butt phone calls and answering butt phone calls at 2:30 in the morning.
See, like I don't even. I really would like. I know nothing about this Karen Reed trial. To be honest with you, I have no fucking idea what's going on. I know some guy was left outside in the snow. He was like bit by a dog. I was like his head smashed off a corner of a coffee table, and they're saying that she did it.
Yeah.
Or she hit him with the car or something. I really have no fucking clue. Like we did that skit. I had no idea what the fuck was going on. Obviously, I knew it had to do with police. Of course. I don't know. What's good with policemen, bro? What's good with you? You guys just think like you're like the most undercover fucking surgeons. First of all, I think most policemen are retarded. That's my opinion.
Well, that's because we went to school with ones that are like cops now, and it's like this kid was like legit a retard.
Yeah, like, but this isn't the first time like a group of policemen have been in on something.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, it's like you guys think like you got like these crazy superpowers. Well, you guys think you work for the DEA, bro?
I don't think that
some stadies,
Karen, the John O'Keefe's death will ever be solved. So like. The cops that fucking did this most likely, because I really do feel like there was a cover up. Something happened in that house. Fine. Maybe with the son, maybe one of them did it and then they covered it up. And Karen Reed just kind of slipped in and then she didn't know what was going on. So they just kind of put it on her. That's what I think actually happened.
I mean, like,
but
you guys reverse the camera when the fucking car pulls up to the state. Like,
there's a lot of different shit that they did.
This looks like me trying to cover up that I was doing something at my house that I wasn't supposed to do when my mother wasn't home. That's what this whole thing sounds like.
Why would you rip up the rug in your basement, cement the whole basement, cement in your pool, get rid of your dog? All in one little fucking in the 6 months. They knew that they were getting their phones seized the next day. They destroyed their SIM cards. So someone gave them a tip that they were their phones were getting seized. 2 guys, Brian Higgins and the Albert guy, the guy who owned the house. The guy Higgins, right? He was an ATF agent. He takes his phone. Like, how would you get rid of your phone if you had to get rid of your phone right now? You probably throw it into a drawer, right? Or you just throw it out. No, he took his SIM card out.
If I knew my shit was getting seized, I don't even know, but I would burn my shit. I feel like burning your shit, you can't get anything back from me. If I burn my shit, I'm good.
He took his SIM card, went onto a military base, destroyed it onto a military base, came off the military base, and went back to his house. That's how he decided that was the regular cause of business to destroy your phone.
By putting it on like military soil so no one could
Instead
get
of just being like, hey, I threw this motherfucker out. I don't know where it is. Like he legitimately went there because I got him on the other phone with GPS tracking what he did, where he went, and all that stuff. So all this stuff doesn't add up to me. The butt phone calls that they said that they were having sex with their wife, 60-year-old guys having sex with their wife, and then they were getting answered by the other guy who was also having sex with his wife. This is what they're saying. Like, this is why these.
You know what I mean? Like, so you know what I mean? Like when I say like I think cops are retarded. Like I think like you. That's crazy.
I just think that it got too out of hand because of Turtle Boy.
Well, this is what happens, bro.
Yeah.
You wanted to, hey, listen, don't do the crime unless you're willing to do the fucking time. And then this looks like the most desperate, pathetic attempt to cover your own ass.
Do you know what the crazy part about this whole entire situation is?
What?
If they charge Karen Reed with maybe manslaughter or something less, I guarantee this case doesn't go as big as it does because they charged her with murder and they try to say she intentionally tried to kill O'Keefe. They charged her with murder, saying that. If they just said, oh, it was an accident in the snow, all this stuff, Karen Reed might have just pled out and she might have got no time at all because she's never been in trouble before. Might have pled out. This whole fucking thing would have went away. But they charged her with murder to say that it was an intent. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then it just had too many eyes on it because now it's a murder of a cop instead of it just being, oh, it was an accident in the snow.
Right.
We wouldn't even have heard of it.
Right. So
and
again,
that slowly just started building up. Too much stuff was going on. There's too much fucking circumstantial stuff. There's too much stuff with that family. No matter what, that whole fucking family and those group of friends are fucking scumbags. You can already tell that.
They're a bunch of legitimate morons. Like those people are fucking the dumbest people. Whoever the fuck is in that house, you're a retard. You're an idiot.
Yeah. But here's
Clearly
the thing.
You've watched way too many fucking crime films.
Here's what I'll say, Nico. Here's what I'll say. This is a key for every single person on the face of the fucking planet. Do you remember those bikers? They had that huge biker fight. Do you remember the biker fight? Maybe like 5 years ago. Maybe even longer than that, or maybe it was less than that. They had this huge biker fight at some biker rally, right? It was over in like a Sturgis or something where all the groups get together.
I can understand that what's going on. I don't remember this, but yeah.
100 people. There was 100 of one group. Let's call them like Hell's Angels, but they weren't Hell's Angels.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Okay. I'm tracking.
Huge fight happens.
Yep.
Fucking 10 people die. A couple cops end up dying. Like, it's just this crazy fucking brawl.
Right.
Out west. They take the whole fucking gang. They take the whole gang. They wrap them up the whole nine.
Mm-hmm.
Not one person speaks. Not one person says a word. Nothing happens. Not one person out of those 120 people that got fucking looped up said a word. They all took to the same story. They never said a fucking word. They never ratted on anybody. Every single person walked. Not one person got tried for any crime. Fucking 12 people died, including cops. If you keep your fucking mouth shut, it's very hard to try certain cases. That's what this family's doing, is that they've, for the most part, as fucked up as they made a ton of fucking mistakes, right? With the Googling, with the phone calls and all that stuff, they're all staying on the same page. So they're never going to get in fucking trouble. If you just don't say shit, dude, you most likely get out of it for certain things, obviously.
Yeah, for certain things,
in certain situations.
When you're backpedaling and then
when they don't have hard fucking evidence, you just keep your fucking mouth shut.
Right.
And then it all works out. That's when you say that the cops are retarded. Yeah, the cops are fucking retarded because of the shit that they did that night because they were obviously drunk. But in terms of how they locked this whole fucking thing down, how they fucking, their little camp, they got it fucking locked down. There's not one of them said anything. There was fucking 25 people in that house that night. Now, maybe not all of them seen what happened. Maybe it happened in the basement. Maybe the couple of the guys fought each other, bashed his head into the ground, right? Maybe that's what happened. And then some of those girls didn't know. But you got young kids, fucking 20 years old, young girls that are fucking riding and dying, being like, no, they didn't do fucking nothing. This kid never came in the house. So you got to give props to them for fucking keeping their mouth shut.
I mean, like, yeah, and like, but I just feel like there's so many stipulations to this. Like, you were on Google search, and didn't they Google search how to fucking hide a dead body?
No, they Google searched how long to die in the cold at 2:27 a.m.
At 2:27 a.m. What a thought! Because guess what? I'm thinking at 2:30 in the morning. That's exactly what I'm thinking.
You're thinking about is McDonald's drive-thru still open?
Thank you. That's what I'm thinking of.
Taco
That's
Bell
what
could-
most people are thinking of. Not people that just fucking murdered somebody and then it happens to be a cold night and you're just wondering what, like.
So you know what their explanation is for that?
Oh, well, yeah, I guess. Yeah, sure. Let me know. I don't know anything about
That
this.
they had the tab open, that she had a tab open from 2:27, and then in the morning at 6 o'clock went into that same tab and wrote how long to die in the cold.
Why?
Because
Just that was just when she woke up and was like,
because he was missing at that point. They knew he was missing. They knew John was missing in the morning. That's what she said. Like at 6 in the morning when Karen called.
but she didn't know at 2:27 that he was missing.
Well, she fucking knew. She obviously knew, but that's her explanation for it. That they woke up in the morning, they had the tab open, and they just put in how long to die in the code at 6.
This is where you need
and it registered at 2:27.
This is where you need a single force that don't take no shit, that can smell shit and that can get it out.
What do you mean by that?
You need someone of like authority to like you need to break somebody. You need to break one of
This
these
is what I'm
people.
saying. So it's like
You need
this is
somebody to come in and put you in a room and be like, hey, listen, we're figuring out the end of the story one way or another, mano y mano, me and you. And guess what? No one's coming to fucking help you.
I think the problem is it's never been like, it hasn't really been a super threat, but they have had a federal investigation that they say is still ongoing. So the feds could come down at any point. You would have thought they were already come down and be like, listen, this is what happened. But a lot of this shit got leaked from the feds to like Karen Reed's lawyers and shit. So like a lot of stuff that they found out.
That sounds so ridiculous,
dude,
bro.
it's that fucking ridiculous.
This sounds this like hurts
Nico,
my brain. It's been 5 minutes talking about this fucking stupid
It's
trial.
insane, dude. You can't even keep up with it.
I
It's been
can't.
no one can.
I have no idea.
This is the craziest case, I would say, in years because of how much shit's behind the scenes.
like what? Since like Casey Anthony?
Way crazier than that. Because this has got corruption.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah, you're right.
This got corruption, dude.
All day long, bro. You're altering with like I don't even
Do you know what the lead investigator of the Math State Police was like? Basically cousins with the family that they found the.
Well, I wonder if that guy ever said, "Hey, if you make that guy disappear, don't worry, you got
They're
us."
all
I mean, like,
related. That's
I'm
the
fucking
problem.
retarded. I'm an idiot, and
They're
I just
all
figured out this
related.
fucking case. Everybody's related. Everybody's working in some work. Everyone's working in some group.
They're a very
Come on.
powerful family.
Everybody's watched 9,000 films where there's fucking corrupt police everywhere, dude. You ever watch Daredevil? Hello, legit. There's an organization inside of an organization there's a higher power that has the back of the inner organization, because more than likely that guy wants them to be like almost like a hit squad. So this band of retards, that's what I'll call those people in the house. Yeah. They obviously got the green light from whoever to do whatever to John O'Keefe. John O'Keefe must know like Da Vinci's Code or something like that to get fucking offed like that. That's fucking terrible.
Yeah, I don't know if it was just a beef in between or if something happened before. Maybe he knew something about something, but some people are saying that it just happened.
Like, you know, in 1,000 Ways to Die, you remember that show on Spike?
Yes.
Okay. Then you also know like you've watched Law and Order 9,000 times. You know, this is a reenactment of blah, 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 blah. Someone's in a fight, someone's doing what, and then like you get kicked and the girl trips over a carpet and then she hits the corner of the coffee table with her head and she's dead or breaks her neck crazily. I don't know. Did that happen to John O'Keefe? I don't even know why they go after my boy John. What did he know? We don't know because he's dead.
I think there was a fight. I think that the dog got involved because he has all marks on his arms.
Was that his dog?
No, it was the house owner's, the homeowner's dog.
Bro, imagine
bit
being
by the
John
dog.
O'Keefe and
There was
showing up to basically like a party, thinking that you're gonna like party, and
you were drinking all night with basically half this. They were all out at bars drinking.
I mean,
like,
they're mad smart. I mean, that's the easiest thing in the world. Like, let's just get you intoxicated, because then you'll just be like 9,000 times more comfortable and way more persuaded.
I don't think it was planned, because here's why I don't think it was planned. Unless they were going to kill Karen too. Were they going to kill Karen? Because what
is Karen Reed's relation with John O'Keefe?
Boyfriend.
Oh.
Boyfriend, girlfriend, they were out together.
So they're saying that the girlfriend killed the boyfriend with all these people.
You really do live under a rock. Like, how did you think they just said Karen Reed? You just thought it was just some random.
No, obviously I would have figured that out in like a minute. I've just been kind of, I'm trying to break down this case. All right. There's a lot of things that are going
Starts
on.
today too.
Oh yeah. That's right. It's part 2.
It's not even a fault for you, because when you start to tell people certain like facts of the case, they're like, oh, I didn't hear that. I didn't know that. I didn't know these things. There's some fairly crazy shit. And then there's some other sides that say, oh, maybe like your brother yesterday at fucking Easter or the other day was like, I don't know. I think that Karen Reed might have did it. So like if you can hear the other side and you can think it, my thing is there's too much shit where it's like you can never prosecute her. Like even if she did fucking just blast him with
even if she did blast him, is that what they're saying? She blasted him with the car?
24 miles an hour.
24 miles an hour backwards?
Yep. But the body is not in a logical spot. It's like 20 feet back from the road. That's not how stuff happens. So even like crash specialists said
that's what I'm saying.
His body injuries don't even match. His body injuries don't even match. The body placement makes absolutely zero sense.
You flipped it. I still don't understand how this whole thing hasn't get thrown out and Karen Reed isn't just like walking down the street.
It should,
skipping,
honestly.
bro.
It's too much shit.
I have no idea how. There's been so many things that make no fucking sense. You're professionals. You get paid thousands and thousands or hundreds of thousands of dollars, whoever the fuck these people are. Someone got to put their foot down and be like, yo, listen, this ain't even logically possible. This whole thing, why we're here on trial, nothing logically makes sense. Somebody fucking did this. Now we have to go and get all those fucking scumbags, put them in a room, mano a mano. I don't care if all their stories stay the same. No, get somebody that's ready to put their hands on someone. They broke the law. They broke rules. Why don't we break some fucking rules? All right. And I would put my hands on them. That's what you got to do.
Well, here's the thing. I'm pretty sure that the Alberts are extremely capable people. Like, I'm pretty sure that the guy that owned the house is like either a boxer or something like that. Like he's like a fighter, like a legit fighter, like into tournaments and shit like that. I'm pretty sure that's true. So it's like he's capable in his own right, and he's a fucking trained fucking person. So I don't know. When you're just saying just put hands on him. Karen Reed's father is a fucking nerd college professor.
He was there?
No, he wasn't there. But I'm just saying, who's putting hands on fucking the Alberts? That's what I'm saying.
You got to find bro, listen, there's always someone bigger. You got to find somebody bigger.
But you're just saying, just put hands on him like that.
I'm not saying just put hands on. You know what I mean? I'm saying someone's got to fight back. You got to fight dirty with dirty.
My opinion is you don't pressure the fucking Alberts. They're never going to break. He's never going to break. You pressure those fucking young kids that were at the party. You stop pressuring those people. You pressure the weaklings. You don't pressure the strong guys, the guys that probably are never going to fucking move.
The guy's going to say the same story. He knows his fucking life's on the line.
That cunt, Jen McCabe, who just comes off as this whole cunt. She's the one who Googled how long to die in the cold. She ain't never fucking breaking.
No, because she's dead. She's dead to rights.
She don't give a fuck. Like I'm telling you right now.
But like you're talking about like butt dials to these people back and forth, and they're both claiming they're having sex. Their wives, like, bro, who the fuck's in the office not standing up, being like, hey, does this not sound like the most ridiculous scenario that's ever been a part of anything?
It's like,
does this not sound like a legit circus?
I think they're too far into it. But I think obviously.
So what? They're just entertaining it. They're like, you know what?
I just think the district attorney is they're all boys, dude. So one of his brothers is a fucking politician in Canton. So now you got the politicians from Canton, you got the DAs, all this stuff, and he's cops. These are all cops. They all live in Canton. They're all cop families. So it's like it's an extremely powerful family, dude. Just think if this happened in Revere. Just think if there was somebody that was a politician, and then there was cops, and it was like a big family. You could see it how it could happen. Would you protect your boys? I'd protect my boys.
I would obviously protect my boys, but I'm not fucking, me and my boys not fucking stupid enough to like legit fuck it all up. Like there would be no Google searching, bro. There'd be no fucking, like, yo, they took
Your boys are retarded.
The
dude.
police?
Your boys are retarded. They be fucking Googling the whole fucking night. And guess what? It wasn't the guys, dude. It was the fucking wife.
Yeah, well, she's a fucking retard
She is
too.
retarded. She fucked up the whole thing. If that how long to die in the
bro,
cold at 2:27 didn't happen, there'd be a lot of.
Who at the police station fucking reversed the photo? That's a joke. How's that person not already getting fucking...
Yeah. I wonder how they're going to explain that in the second case, because that kind of came out in the middle of the case. How's that going to happen in the second case?
You legitimately went on Canva and reversed the fucking photo. It's blatant as fuck.
Well, hold on. So they're trying to spin it as like they didn't know that it was coming in reverse, because sometimes, when you get playback, it comes in reversed. That's fine. But don't use it as evidence that nothing was done to the taillight when you're actually looking at the wrong taillight. You know what I'm saying? They made it seem like, oh, we're looking at this taillight, no one's even near. But on the other side of the taillight, you can kind of see a head that gets near the taillight while Proctor's in the place, so that he probably broke the taillight. There's so many fucking things. This is a fucking crazy thing.
Nah, dude.
What about the Pope dying?
I'm that's what I literally just pulled up. Pope Francis. You want to know what his final words were before he died at the age of 88?
There's too much faggotry in this world. That is one of his quotes. He did say that once. He said there's too much faggotry, which I didn't know was a word, faggotry.
He really said that?
Yeah. It is translated from whatever language he was speaking at the time.
That's crazy.
There's too much gay stuff in the world. I thought he was supposed to be the cool Pope. That's what I thought.
I mean, he seems like a pretty fucking cool Pope.
What did he say?
Thank you.
That's his last word. Stop.
Beforehand, the Vatican said Francis had asked Strappetti, do I think I can manage it? What did he suffer from? So he once saved his life. Oh, long time health aide, Massimiliano. What a fucking Italian name that is. Massimiliano?
Yeah, Massimiliano Strappetti.
I might name my kid Massimiliano. That is fucking sick.
It's great. It's a great name. Massimiliano. I like that.
Massimiliano. That sounds like a fucking...
Would you call him Masi?
A mono?
Mono?
Or Masi. Instead of Messi, it's Masi.
Masi.
Yeah, that's sick. Massimiliano Strappetti. I'm hanging on to that name. A nurse who the Pope said he has said once saved his life before suggesting colon surgery. Listen, I'm with that. I have an appointment coming up. This is a little bit of a sidetrack from this. The only thing I'm concerned with that I want to get checked is if I have any tracks of having colon cancer. Because not only...
I think you do.
Yeah, right. I do
it's
too.
A fact.
Not only am I scared if I ever have diabetes and they take my legs, I want them to take my life as well. The next thing from that is if you have to sew up my asshole and I have to like have the whole bag thing. The guy up the street had that. That guy Bobby had that for a minute.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he did.
I don't think they sew up your asshole. I think they just bypass it. So all they do, they don't actually sew up your asshole, Nico, but that's good to know. I'm pretty sure they just put something into you here, like into your colon, so that it doesn't make its way down to your asshole and it just comes into the bag. I will agree. That's worse to me than the legs.
That's way worse. How am I? Yeah, no, I can't do that.
And there might be a little thing here going back to the Karen Reed thing. I don't know if this is true, but I'm pretty sure it's true that Karen Reed has a colostomy bag. She is a fine little piece of ass, Karen Reed, but she does have a colostomy bag. That's the word on the street.
Okay. So awesome. Later, he told his aide, thank you for bringing me back to the square, the Vatican. Said he was tired but content. Hey, Pope Francis.
Pope Francis. I mean,
sudden illness.
And now you're gonna see the smoke. They're gonna do a new pope. It's like the Pope. I feel like the Pope lost all its juice with Pope John II. He was like the last one that was like half decent. Then they had
his official cause of death was determined to be from a cerebral stroke, coma, and an irreversible cardiocirculatory collapse. All right, so he went into cardiac arrest.
JD Vance was the last person to see him alive, or last politician or something to see him alive. Had a meeting with him and everything. He said he was very ill. JD Vance is our vice president, Nico, if you didn't know that.
No, I had no idea.
You didn't know that JD Vance was our vice president?
No, dude, me and politics aren't really cool. We've gone over this.
I don't know. I mean, it's Trump's guy. So they're saying that JD Vance could have killed the Pope. What would be his thing on that? I wonder if he had any dog.
I'm sure somebody would love to fucking.
I wonder if he had any dog bite marks on him.
Sure that they would love to stick that to him.
I'm so fucking white, dude.
You are
Crazy,
white,
dude.
I'm pale, and I'm still fucking.
Yeah, it's bad. I'm starting a diet this week. I have to get back in the swing of things.
Bro, good for you. That's what I was doing.
I gotta get back in the swing of things. Gotta get in the gym. Gotta get a little bit of.
I'm going to the food store, the grocery store after this.
Yeah. I'm actually entering into a contest because it's the only way I can do anything, and the winner gets 20,000.
Yeah, right, bro.
So I swear to God,
Who?
it's from your boys.
Who?
It's from your boys. So
Pulling the cork?
nope,
My boys.
your boys in the health fitness world. Your boys.
Are they 3 brothers?
Yep.
You're participating in something with those fucking.
I'm participating in that because I feel like 20,000 is too big of a carrot for me not to try to get. 20K is big money, dude. For
I'll
2
help you.
months,
Good. Do it.
that's $2,500 a week.
Do it. That's fucking awesome. Do it.
So you're gonna be seeing a lot of Nutrimales around here.
Or yeah, probably, and they're probably not going to be eaten because they taste like shit.
I see. You've been to their restaurants. Their food's good.
Nope.
You've never been.
Nope.
So you've been on the anti-train because one time you said that your friend's food company.
Bro, I tried it though. I physically tried the steak.
get that, but let's-
physically tried the steak portion like me and my mother did. We didn't like it.
Let's say Rob Del Vecchio, right?
Okay.
He opens a restaurant, right?
You know, by the way, I seen Valentino. He was sitting in the chair before I was at the Bob House. I literally was like half in the bag, and I literally was staring in the mirror. And I don't know if he looked at me. He just looked away. He didn't say nothing to me. So,
Well, he's probably disgusted by you as a person. But
I would be fucking petrified if you seen me coming.
Rob Del Vecchio, right? He opens up a restaurant, and you go on your fucking thing. It's like Rob's restaurant fucking is trash.
I would never do that. Totally different.
I know you're close to a Rob.
I'm not close with me and this kid. I like we knew each other. I'm not even.
He saved your life that time.
Didn't save my life. You would have saved my life. If I called you, you would have saved my life. I would have called anybody else. You just happened to be the 21-year-old
It was
kid.
a nice thing of him to do.
Very nice gesture. That is not something you hold on to for 7 years down the road. Don't care. I don't care at all. I really don't.
All right, so can we do this then? Can we do this then?
We can't do anything.
Can we do this?
We can do nothing.
I want a food court episode of you going to fucking Toscana. It's one of the Toscana places.
I heard it's good.
It is good.
It
It's not
probably
bad.
is fucking really good. That food's probably good for sure. Not the fucking frozen dog food that they have fucking sitting in a freezer for 6 months that they feed you.
It comes fresh.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
I don't know. I heard it comes fresh.
No,
daily.
it doesn't. It's fucking frozen in a factory. They pack it up and put it in bags. Fuck off.
They make it all homemade.
All homemade, right? Again, home cooked fresh meals. My fucking dick. My
We're gonna see.
legit dick.
We're gonna see what they look
Don't they like? Don't they distribute to like multiple states now?
Okay, you think we can
How's
get-
that fresh?
What do you mean? How's it fresh?
How's it fresh if they fucking if
Well,
they
I
send it in
mean,
other
so there's
places?
these things called I don't know if they have this. I have no idea if they have this. It's called MAP technology. MAP technology is modified atmospheric pressure. So basically, what they do is they flush out the gas and they add gas to it. So like, do you ever? So fresh pasta, right?
Yes.
Fresh pasta. If I sell fresh pasta, I just throw it into a container. You probably get like 7 to 10 days out of it, fresh in the refrigerator, ready to roll.
Right.
But then you go to the supermarket sometimes, and they got 3-4 weeks on some of this stuff like Butoni.
Yep.
Butoni's fresh, right? But
Yep.
it's refrigerated, but it's in a package, right?
Yeah.
That package has gas flushing and MAP technology, meaning that they modified the atmosphere of this package, basically taking gas out and putting
Wow.
gas in,
Okay.
and it can give you 3 weeks, give you a month.
Okay.
Maybe that's what they're doing with their food. So it's still fresh,
Probably.
but you get plenty of time because they're putting gas into it. They're taking the oxygen out, which is what oxidizes your food.
Right.
And they're putting new shit in, like carbon dioxide.
Is that essentially, is that healthy for you?
Yeah, it's healthy. There's no side effects to that because as soon as you open it, all those gases are gone. Yes.
Okay.
Point being is that I'm getting big on the Purina train. Just one to piss you off. Two, like if I win
I'd
this
take
thing,
20,000 from them and then fucking show them your dick and say peace out.
listen. What if Nutrimales comes on as a sponsor of this podcast?
I will not be here.
You won't be here. You hate it that much. You hate
No,
them that
fuck him, dude. Well, no, I don't want nothing from him.
much. Okay.
I don't want nothing from him and his fucking people. Even though I heard that his brothers are very nice people, which I have no problems with them.
You could tell they were all nice people.
They seem very nice.
Listen,
Valentino's fucking full of himself, dude. He thinks he's the kingpin of Boston.
I will listen. Guess what? He probably is.
No, he's not. He's not even relevant anymore.
He's the kingpin of Boston. He fucking ran social.
He's fucking 4 years ago's fucking yesterday's fucking 4-year news. See you later, pal.
So who do you think's more of a kingpin in Boston? Would you say your boss now, or would you say Valentino?
I'd probably say my boss now, and that's just not even me being biased or anything. That person's very much more well known than fucking Beatnik. So, not even like any of that even matters.
That's what I'm saying. It's like what are we
none
even
of it even
about?
fucking matters.
What are we talking about?
No, not. I'm just saying. Like,
Do you think that
when
his
someone
name?
takes a stance like that about themselves, that's fucking insane,
But,
bro. How big's your ego, dog? That you think that people can't move in a city without you knowing. This isn't the cartoons, bro.
Can I ask you when did this happen? That he
when I was homeless, when I was living at Ethan's house.
So you wait. So you're homeless. You're living at Ethan's house because he's retired.
Ethan's.
Retired Ethan.
Yeah, sure.
Ethan. We'll call him Ethan.
We'll call him Ethan.
Is that my E? Is that what you're talking about? E?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's my E. That's my guy. He's a Gaetano.
Yeah, he's a Gaetano.
Okay.
Yep.
So you're living there.
Yeah.
On the thing, and he said you couldn't move in my city without letting me know. That's what he said to you.
It's something along those lines. 100% about like being in Boston, being out and whatever else. Yeah, it was angled like that for sure.
That you had to let him know if you went to a club.
Or no, that like I would have trouble going. Or like the reverse of that, like I would have trouble going places. Or like again, it's the same difference.
Oh, okay. So because you were so rude,
motherfucker,
online,
no one cares about you. No one cares about you, bro. Like, hate to break it to you. No one cares about you.
So
you don't want to play that card. And unfortunately, bro, like people have tried to do that before, but you don't want to play that card with me. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that.
So he basically threatened you that if you would like step wrong in a club,
right. Yeah, exactly. If I show up at a certain place, shit like that. And
so
again,
if you went into Storyville,
and at this, right. And Storyville has been fucking closed since Notre Dame. So then that's another thing. Like, I don't even go out anymore like that, bro. Like, so cool. That's a cool one. Even though it would have no effect, it'd have zero effect, actually, negative effect. You'd probably actually get a call from somebody saying, "How dare you ever try and tell me that I can't go a certain place?" Because that'll never happen. Okay, never in your fucking life while you breathe.
You can't go to Storyville.
I can go wherever the fuck I want. 1, 2. Storyville is closed. It's not existent anymore, Al. So no one's going.
When they closed, like 2020,
5 years ago. Yeah, somewhere probably around COVID for sure. Yeah.
Very funny, dude. It's very funny that you have this beef that I feel like isn't really a beef, but it's a beef inside of Nico's head.
It's not really a beef. It's like there's no beef in my opinion. There's no beef. I seen you. You said nothing. So it's all good. So in my opinion, you are no threat to me, bro.
So you think he's a bitch?
It's not that I don't think he's a bitch, bro. I don't think that, I mean, you know, don't say when you see me. I mean, I get it. Like, listen, that was years ago. I'll let it fucking go. That's totally fine. But if you want to ask me about
you'll let it go, dude. He'll fucking be a sponsor on this podcast. You'll be fine.
Absolutely not. I don't want to be in a sponsor. I'll have the other two brothers be a sponsor on this podcast because I've heard they're nothing but nice people. So, and I've never even talked to them. So again, I'm not going to just assume that they're assholes like their significant other brother who's a fucking cunt. That's cool, but I've heard they're very nice guys. But so
you're not at all jealous of him.
No, bro, I have nothing to be
I'm just
jealous
seeing
of.
where it's coming from.
I make my own lane. I don't like when people think that they're up here.
I agree. That is a little annoying.
You're the same person as me, bro. You put my pants on the same way that I do. You just happen to have grandparents that were fucking brilliant enough to create a great sauce to fucking project your family line. All right. And that's awesome. That's great. I have a little bit of that in my family too. Not down my fucking line, but in the fucking family tree, I can understand that. But don't you ever think that you're better than somebody else like that. You sound like a fucking asshole. And more than likely, if people were to ask about you, probably not a lot of people have a lot of nice things to say about you. I would think so. That's my 2 cents. That's just me though. That's just my 2 cents. Not what I say is everything that matters.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Everyone has a different. I'm just sure there's people on this planet that say you're a piece of shit.
I stand on what I say. I will live and die by it. What?
There's people on this planet that say that you're a piece of shit. I'm sure.
Yeah,
there's people
bro,
that say
of
that about
course.
me.
What the fuck? I'm sure there's people that say it about you. People that say it about me. People definitely say it about Justin.
100%. There's a lot of people.
People definitely say it about my own brother. 110%.
Yeah,
so that's the way of the world, though, brother. So if you get your panties on a bunch because I say something sucks, deal with it, dude.
But I
I'm
mean,
one of like fucking 10,000 people that probably think the same thing. There's probably people in your own family that don't even fucking like the food.
I mean, dog food when the kid helps you out. That's the only thing. That's what I'm saying. It's like a little bit of respect back both ways would have been nice. This is before he even did anything to you. This is before he even did anything to you. Before he got tough. Would you agree that's before he got tough?
It don't matter though. It don't matter. Just because I said that your food's, first of all, I didn't make no video about it, make no nothing about it, make no post about it. Said your food sucks. If you don't think people don't, if you think everybody in their fucking world loves what you have, you're fucking crazy, bro. You're the stupidest, most fucking naive person in the world. Please. God damn it. Come on. You think everyone loves Durham?
No.
All right, then. What the fuck? Were you going to go and fucking, you're going to
No, I know, but I
take everybody out?
I get it, but it's like friends. Like even if my friend was like, put that up, I wouldn't.
We are social. We are we know each other. That we're friendly with each other. I would not say we're friends. Even all the more, bro. I don't care. Does not matter. Because you're like, oh, he helped me out. Yeah, cool. I helped him out and then never got paid for a month. That's cool. That's dope. That was cool.
Yeah, that was before. That was before the come up.
I don't care.
COVID probably helped him big time.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
Just think, they're fucking a force, dude. They're opening restaurants left and right, dude. They're
good.
I mean, hard work pays off. You know what else pays off? Going to the fucking Brown Jug in Chelsea. That pays off. Single dough, double dough. The wings, I'm going to say something crazy because their pizza's unbelievable. I think the wings are better than the pizza. That's how good the wings are.
I'm having a draft party this Thursday. I'm getting wings from the Jug.
Do you got to get them?
I'm getting 40. I'm getting 40 wings, 50 wings from the Jug.
For yourself.
Without a doubt.
Yes.
Swear to God. They are so, the more that we go there, the pizza's great and the pizza's there. I want the wings.
I know.
If we're only there for one thing, I'm dead ass. I'm dead serious. Bring those wings out. Bring
the
them
wings,
out.
And they're
Bring
like
them out. A teriyaki,
crazy crispy.
a teriyaki and a buffalo. The buffalo and I hate spice.
They're perfect.
That buffalo is perfect.
They cut it perfect with the butter. They do.
Perfect.
They cut it
bro.
perfect.
That butter is perfect. I mean, buffalo is perfect. Love the Brown Jug.
They should call it the Brown Wing. I don't know why. Why is it called the Brown Jug?
We got to actually ask that when we.
That's probably a good question, but I mean, probably it's been open for 80 years, so even they probably don't. Even
so they probably sipped out of like those wooden jugs.
It doesn't. Do you think there was like a spittoon in the side that people were spitting into? Like that's
disgusting,
jug,
bro.
right?
That's disgusting.
Maybe that's why Justin likes it so much.
Yep.
1014 Revere Beach Parkway, Chelsea, Mass. Give them a call 617-884-9579. They deliver 7 days a week. How many different cities?
3
different cities. Okay. Call in a takeout order. Yes, they are on Uber Eats. Does Uber Eats fuck them a little bit? Probably on the percentage.
Just call them. They're reliable. They're great there's great people in there that work. Friends of ours.
Yep.
It's a great place to go if you ever want to watch a game. Unbelievable place to go. That's exactly where I would go. It's my type of spot.
Keno, scratch ticket machine. You got plenty of shit in there. They even got stuff at nights. They do karaoke sometimes. Trivia. Booze up the ass. Okay.
TVs everywhere. In good food. Great food. They got great food.
They got a garlic parmesan fry that's absolutely fucking delicious.
Never tried it. We'll try it the next time we're in there. Yes. I'm not really a big garlic parm guy, but I'm with it. If it's from the Jug, I'm with it, to be honest. Because those wings came out. Those wings, they like snap when you bite them.
Yes.
That's like, that's when
There's no worse than a soggy wing.
No. Oh, you bite into it and you just like, it's like, you know when you get saugus wings sometimes from Carlo and it's just like all loaded and it's soft and bro, you bite into these Brown Jugs wings. It's like, that's what it sounds like every bite. You're like, damn, this chicken just died.
Yeah.
So
it's great.
Go to the Brown Jug. Tell them Bad Brain sent you. Tell them Al sent you. Tell them I sent you. Don't tell them Justin sent you.
Don't tell them Justin sent you because they know you're going to complain and all that stuff.
Then that means you come with problems.
Yeah. Big time problems.
But speaking of which, What do we got?
Draft. I think you want a little draft.
Yeah,
action.
we could go a little draft action. We've been talking about. We've covered a good amount of stuff. We had Justin talk about WrestleMania and his whole medical procedure, literally inside and out. We have covered Karen Reed on how I don't know nothing about the Karen Reed, but I do know that the people that are involved are absolute retards, and the people that are actually investigating the retards are also retards. So that's a revolving circle. His second trial is going around. Pope Francis died, unfortunately.
Dead.
First Latin American Pope, dead at 88. His last words were thank you. So thank you, Pope Francis.
There's no chance Justin's last words will be thank you.
No, be like, what the fuck? And then that's it.
He's like,
and
my stomach hurts.
So we got that, and then we got. All right, whatever we just covered of that. Al's going to, we're not going to give them any slight, but Al's going to join a weight loss competition again. He's back at it. He's trying to win his second weight competition. This one now
third. It would be the third this year.
Third. He will be going
past 20. Yeah.
He will be going for 20K.
20K.
That's a crazy
place.
prize.
It's
I hope to God he robs the shit out of these people.
I hope I win the prize and they don't give me the money, because then there'll be two people that hate the Perinas.
Yeah.
But
yeah, that would be great. But yeah,
good for you. No, the stand-up guys, it seems like.
Yeah, 2/3. All right, so the draft. Patriots locked in at number 4. Looks like we might take the left tackle. So we talked to the fat sucker. The fat sucker, if he could be useful for anything, the kid actually works at fucking Gillette. All right. So this is why I'm not going to go with a purse source. My purse source is the fat sucker. So
it's a great source.
It's not bad. It's probably better than most people's sources if we were to walk down the fucking street and ask them what they think, because they probably don't have something.
Does he really work at the Gillette?
He literally turns TVs on at Gillette. Like, I don't know how you get that fucking job, but
so
like,
he just turns a TV on.
He turns function room. He makes function rooms functionable. Cause I don't know why. I guess other human beings with fucking functioning brains can't turn on TVs. So
I was actually,
they need the fat sucker to just go around all of Foxborough, I think, and just fucking light the thing up.
Normally I would agree with you, but I was actually in a business meeting. Like, I was trying to get this like contract, and I was going to this place that was like another food company, and I'm sitting in there, and this guy couldn't get his fucking TV going, and he was trying everything. He had it up for a little bit. He was going to slides. It was going down. So I guess there is a need for people like the fat sucker in the world, because I remember thinking in my head, like, wow, wish the fat sucker was here.
Well, because listen, if you have somebody that can actually like kind of expedite that process for you, you're like, all right, cool, great. That's like us with clips. Like, if we just had somebody that would just make clips and just we paid them like $50 a week, $75 a week, it'd be great.
Dude, I think honestly, I'd pay more money than that.
I definitely would probably pay you more money than that. We'd probably pay you $100 a week. That's a $400 job. All right. So,
and it's the easiest job.
And it's the easiest job in the world.
Dude, it takes you probably 7 minutes. Why can't we do it? I don't know why.
We have fucking, you know why? Because we have life. All right. So
I'll tell you one thing. I bet you the Perina brother isn't fucking cutting his own clips.
Yeah, I bet
of
you
his
that
podcast.
too.
I bet you he has somebody doing it. So
I didn't even know they had one.
They do. It's called Behind the Rise.
Right. Okay. Anyways, no more light on them. Who cares? But yeah, so
I'm going to tell you right now.
What were we just talking about? Dude?
I'm going to be 100% honest. What the fuck does that mean?
Oh, the fat sucker being our source. That's a pretty good source.
I was going to say something different. I was going to say, like, now my number one guest on this podcast is Valentino Perina. That's like, just because of how like that's all like, you know how I like that fucking
Doug, do whatever you want. I'm really like my train.
I feel like you two guys would just be best friends.
My train lately has been full steam ahead. So like, I ain't letting no one's going to do whatever you want. But right now I feel pretty good about myself. So good luck, you know, best of luck. I don't care about that, Al. I wish we could just like, I wish he would just call you up and be like, I heard you were talking shit on that podcast. You better not fucking go to the Brown Jug next week. I would tuck my chain and I would take my fucking teeth out. and be a man. I've stood in the pocket and done what most people would never even do. A lot of people from where we are talk a bunch of shit, act a bunch of different ways. Listen, I'm one of the only people that I know that actually stepped up and did some shit. Go fucking try rough and rowdy. Everybody in my fucking life that I've known that talk shit, 90% of those people would never have done that.
My question though is, how do you feel that like Justin was saying that you bitched out when he told your mother to fuck off?
Yeah, I know. You're just getting me fired up. Anyhow, let's talk about the draft.
All right, let's move on to the draft.
Yeah, let's move on to the draft.
We're not going to get him too jacked up. We'll wait for Justin to be back on.
We got the 4th overall pick. We have the fat sucker that actually works at Gillette. He said that some of the mumblings have been trade out, which I'm with, or Will Campbell's circled on the war board room right now.
He said that? He said it was circled on the war board.
He said he was on one of the war boards. His name is circled because the big man likes him, Vrabel.
Why the fuck would you circle a name on a war board? Like, if you like somebody, why wouldn't it just be on the board and that's it? Why would you need to circle it?
Why would you need to circle it? Like, you fucking don't know where it is. That
almost seems like a plant.
It almost seems like it almost doesn't seem legitimately like real in that sense.
It seems like it
doesn't make sense.
Vivid
that might be pretty smart to throw up fake things around.
That's what I'm saying.
Around the facility, because they know that they got people that are just average Joes that come in and work and stuff like that, right? Someone's got to go in those rooms. You know what I mean? If you knew that if we knew that we had a janitor, right, that was responsible for cleaning like all like the meeting rooms, you don't think that they don't hear nothing? They don't got an ear to the wall. All right.
What if that janitor could do like math? Like just complex math.
And what if his fucking name was Will? All right. So what we're trying to basically get at here is it could be fake. You're right, Al.
I hope it's a plant. I mean, I don't think it's a plant. Here's my thing with this. If they draft Will Campbell, I'm not going to be mad because you can always have a good line. Good lines can win you shit. So it's just not a sexy pick at 4. That's what I'll say. So it's like not going to get me hard, but it's not going to get me mad.
Okay, would this pick get you hard? All right. So
don't say it.
NFL analysis. I love this guy. I think that he's really good. He like I know how to read defenses like far better than I already have from this guy right here. This is basically a nobody, but his name's Kurt. Ben Kurt. He used to be a professional quarterback, whatever.
Kurt Benkert.
That's, yeah.
Okay.
What a good choice of name.
It does sound familiar.
He does like a really good analysis on everybody. He takes a look at everybody, kind of gives his own little spiel on it. Says, I think the Patriots should take Genty at number 4. He's different. And I, in all caps, love him in a backfield with Drake May. I was low on May last year. So you were wrong about that. But if he can cut out the turnovers, I think this Patriots team is a wild card team, which I also agree. I think the Patriots could make the wild card this year without a doubt. I think
easily.
I definitely think we could do that if we would.
They're probably going to win the division.
The Buffalo Bills have the edge on us. Let's just be realistic. But also, I also know their defense has a chance to be for real in all caps, which also is true. If Harold Landry can get back again after the quarterback, Milton Williams is good, Carlton Davis, that all works out.
Yep.
That's a recipe for a young quarterback, Burkhardt says, to no longer have to play hero ball to lead his team to wins. I love Genty at that spot better than any O-lineman pick they'd get at 4. You're also talking about a head coach who had Derrick Henry lead the way for his Titans a couple years ago. It's a formula that could work right now. Okay. This is true. Mike Vrabel is our coach, but I think Mike Vrabel is way more of a inside out. I think that's not like a clickbaity post. I get it. He made it sound realistic, so I don't have problems when people say that when they draw it up like that, because that is true. That is true. The vocal point of Mike Vrabel's team the whole time was Derrick Henry.
Yeah, but that was kind of like he was kind of in that already, I guess you could say. Did he draft Derrick Henry?
I don't believe he drafted Derrick Henry.
So
that's where it doesn't make a lot of sense. Doesn't make a lot of sense.
People like to pick a narrative and just run with it. And listen, here's my beef.
That's what you got to do though sometimes.
Is Genty that much better than
the next running back?
Than Stevenson? Is he that much better than Stevenson?
I would say
compared to whoever we could get could be that much better than whoever they're going to replace. So, like, if we were to get Will Campbell, is he better? Is Genty that much better than Stevenson over fucking Campbell over the left tackle?
Which when you put it like that, it's very tough because we have nobody there.
That's my point.
So, right, exactly. So it's like, would you take, in a theoretical sense, I get what Al's totally saying, right? Is Genty worth taking in the spot? Because then you'd actually, if you take a running back at number 4, he's not your RB2.
If Travis Hunter's there, they're taking Travis Hunter. Would you agree?
I just don't think he's there, dude. I don't think.
This is all because of Joe Milton. But Joe Milton fucked us every way possible.
No, first of all, Joe Milton fucked us all the way possible, for sure. And then
it's really Mayo.
Just because people hate, yes, also him. He's a scumbag. He should have never been the fucking head coach of the Patriots. Robert Kraft, what a retarded decision. Anyhow, imagine being named the successor actually and getting bounced after 1 year. Imagine being the successor of someone and getting bounced after 1 year.
He just had so many missteps from the jump, Mayo, from the start. So you knew it from the jump that remember when he said he was going to fucking burn through cash, and then he had to come out like 3 hours later and be like, you know what?
He always, for the first 2 months, 3 months, he always just went back on everything he said. So that's how I know that guy's not a leader.
And it had nothing to do with him being black.
Zero
to do with
zero, dude.
Yeah. I know you said that a bunch last year, but it had nothing to do with him being black.
No, bro. If you act like that and you're the head coach, remember you're not the head coach of a bunch of high school kids. You're not the head coach of a bunch of college kids. You're a head coach of a bunch of men. They're now men. They're professionals. This is the big leagues. You need to have some balls, brother. And when you see your leader, your coach backtracking on shit or like not, oh, this isn't what I meant. I meant to say this. Like, come on, dude. And then all of a sudden it just becomes farts in the wind. No one's going to pay attention to it.
Yeah, except the fart sucker.
Just like the fart sucker, sucking them all up. He probably sucked so many Mayo's farts last year at Gillette. It was crazy.
Oh, my God. He just loves it.
But, yeah, I think for me, I don't think that really makes sense for us. We do need another running back. We talked about this yesterday. There's so many fucking running backs. This running back class is deeper than fucking your local porn star or something like that. We do have a
ton of people down the back. I love Cam Scatterbo.
Yeah,
I love him.
You mentioned a guy like Cam Scatterbo. 4th round,
maybe. You know, I don't know where he's projecting right now.
Right around that range for sure. You know what happens? One person, one team says, okay, after Genty, the next running back that goes, you'll see them all get taken. It's very much like in fantasy football. Like when someone starts drafting a quarterback, then it's like everyone's like, I need a quarterback. Same shit. Dude, as a joke as much as a joke as fantasy draft is, that's a pretty good play on how people would draft. Because think about it, we're all in the same room going after the same things.
Yeah.
Now, let's not necessarily take it as like every team needs the same thing. Okay, fine. But it's to some scale, what we're saying is when you start with one, and if you're another team that's 4 picks away and you're like, damn, we had him on our board. Fuck, we can't lose guy number 2. We got to go get guy number 2 because now if we lose guy number 2, but here you might be like, I got my guys from past Genty, from Quinshawn Judkins to, again, like a Cam Scatterbo. There's about 7 guys there. So, I mean, I think running backs go crazy. Day 2, day 3, I think it goes crazy.
Yeah,
from rounds 3 to 5, I think so many are going to go.
And then you're going to see some people be like, oh, how could you draft, like in 3-4 years, you're like, how did you draft this one over this one? Well, there was a fucking shit ton of them.
There was a shit ton of them. This is what happens, though. We drafted Sony Michel instead of fucking Nick Chubb. That was a pretty bad decision. Now, granted, we won a Super Bowl. Sony Michel was there. While Sony Michel was here, I don't think he was really even that great.
No, he was serviceable.
I don't know if he was serviceable back.
He was not.
I do not think he was that great.
Would we have rather Nick Chubb? Yes, but people forget, which you mentioned the other day too. How off did Sony Michel go in that bowl game? Off. So like he was so like going into that draft, he was honestly, people were feeling that he was a better running back because of how off he was going. He was breaking 70-yard runs. They felt that better over fucking Nick Chubb at the time.
I don't know how they established. It literally was based off of like 6 weeks.
Yeah.
'Cause I think
he went off.
I think Nick Chubb might have gotten hurt in there and like came back or something like that. Cause that's when I remember watching Georgia games, just seeing number one just take off down the sidelines. I'm like, bro, who the fuck is that? And I'm not even gonna lie, we didn't even ever get that version of Sony Michel.
No.
like he just gained weight and got mad fat. Like I don't know what, bro.
He became like a power running back, and he wasn't even that power.
It was not a power run back. He's not big. He was just like a speed guy. But I just think the Patriots draft Will Campbell at 4. Fuck it. I'm just going to live with that. I'm
fine with it. You know what? You never get hurt usually with a great left tackle.
I mean,
it's never going to hurt you.
But he has this. Let's just also let the people know in
doesn't have
the
the
past
great
10 to
measurables.
15 years, a guy of his measurables, so the guy of what he stands for, his weight, his height, his fucking arm length, has never been a fucking successful person at the position that he's projected to play. But Dante Scarnecchia stood on the fucking fact because they have him in the building now being like a fucking senior advisor, which is basically like, I'm going to tell you
We need something.
I'm going to tell you basically how to run your offensive line because however the fuck you run it, it's completely ass. If he is huge on, I don't care about, arm length, wingspan, all that shit. If you can play ball, you can play ball. That's all I know. All right. I'm with that. And Dante Scarnecchia drafted like near Hall of Fame fucking offensive lineman. So should be good. I would like to see them trade back into the first round and get a wide receiver. That would be fantastic. So my analysis, take Will Campbell, die on that hill. Fuck it. You better get Scarnecchia to make him like legitimately like the Incredible Hulk at left tackle. Or you know what you're also going to get, though? You're also going to get a kid that's coming in that's heard all the noise that he can't play the position. So hopefully he comes with a little bit of fucking zip under his ass and he gets a little fired up. Right?
A little zip.
Just a little. And I would want them to trade back into the first round and get a wide receiver. Perhaps the guy by the name of Luther Burden III from Missouri. That or Emike Egbuka, who's the other Ohio State wide receiver.
I'd prefer Luther Burden just based on names. I'm never going to get Emika Bird and Emika Madoku. I'm never going to get that name down.
Emika Egbuka.
I'm not going to get that name down. Luther
I would rather Luther Burden. It sounds
Luther Burden sounds like he sounds like an Iron
like a Def Jam. It sounds like a Def Jam character that like fucks
Luther Vandross, Luther Burden. You know what I mean?
Luther Burden III. Yeah, he's awesome. He's a playmaker. So
LB3.
That's what you need, and you don't need a kid that's gonna primarily come in as our number one. We did that, which is a very good thing that I just thought about. Like you had somebody come in. Now they're our primary number one. Now you don't have guys thinking that they need to produce like that. You already have a guy that's proven to do that. So that's going to be his job.
Dude, we got a kind of a stack wide receiver room.
Not really, but we have
a sneaky stacked wide receiver room.
Not until we're done with the draft. And then I can say that we have a sneaky one. I'm not going to lie,
right
bro.
now, Stephon Diggs.
Okay. Demario Douglas, end the conversation.
All right. So we're not going to talk about Bourne. We're not going to talk about Keyshawn Booty. Booty's good.
Oh, okay. All right.
Booty's good.
Booty had the best wide receiver year out of anybody last year.
Yes,
he had the biggest
100%.
He had the biggest leap, no doubt. That was Drake May's deep ball guy.
People don't realize how good he was at LSU.
No, he was fantastic.
He just had those problems.
He had a bad senior year. He was projected to be the number one wide receiver taken off the board the whole time.
Yep.
Keyshawn Booty was it because he was a dog. He changed his number to number 7. That's a huge deal at fucking LSU. That's like basically like you're the whoever the fuck is the man at LSU. Where's number 7? Here's a fucking real. Bring it all in. That's who's fucking cool with it. I'm pretty sure at one point Derek Stingley wore it too, but Tyrann Mathieu I think wore it.
Leonard Fournette wore it.
Yep. Anyhow, Keyshawn Booty wore it. So Keyshawn
I don't think it
Booty's
matters all that much. Nico's making a big deal about that, but it's fine. If it works for his narrative, it works for his narrative.
It just works for my narrative.
Okay.
Keyshawn Booty being the 3rd, 4th wide receiver, that's a pretty good guy. That's a pretty good spot for him to be. Pop Douglas again being the slot wide receiver, being a 3-4 guy. Him and Booty should exchange 3 and 4. You got to get another guy to be number 2. I don't think it's Jalen Polk. Maybe, hopefully, everything's fucking changed. Hopefully. Because I already knew that Jalen McMillan was the one that was fucking better that was the next best thing to Rome Odune's name. But we didn't take Jalen McMillan. And if you watched anything this fucking year, I'll tell you, Jalen McMillan had a pretty good fucking year in Tampa Bay. Pretty good year in Tampa Bay, Al.
He had a
pretty good year in Tampa Bay. How many fucking catches Jalen Polk have? Jalen Polk caught fucking
You were
7.
pumped with Jalen Polk when we
I was, dude.
So-
but when you
see
we
what I
went
mean?
to,
It's all.
we went to the practice.
2020, dude. You were jerking off at the fucking.
We went to the practice. It was awesome. He made that great play.
Yep.
That was the best play he made all year.
I agree,
So
but
I don't like people that whine. I don't like
He's a
that.
whiner, yeah.
He's a whiner.
I don't like
he
that.
said he had
either.
the
That's
best
why I don't
hands.
like Justin.
He said he had the best hands in the league. You can't say that. I'm sorry. You can't come in the league and say that. You can have some confidence.
You could say that. That's fine because I feel like wide receivers and defensive backs. I want them to be super cocky. I think you need to be that in that position. You can't say
you're
that
gonna
and then
love-
drop 9,000 passes. He couldn't catch anything. So was it?
That's what I mean, bro.
He
That's
wasn't
like-
even like he was the worst. He had the worst hands in the league.
You're going to whine. You're going to claim that you're good, and then you're going to suck. So, like, those are 3 things right
it's
there
like-
that, like, you're already putting yourself behind the 8 ball, bro. Like, you want people here to like you. You want to be like a likable person. Don't let it get me started on Javon Baker, who can't even get on the offensive field because he can't understand offense.
Yeah, it's bad, dude.
If
It's
you
bad.
couldn't understand an offense with Gerard fucking Mayo being the guy, if you think that fucking you're going to understand it with McDaniels, dog, holy tits.
I actually, you know what? I
Did you forget
forgot
that?
how many fucking moves we made.
Did you forget that? My dad's like all fired up. My
Dude, you got
dad's so
McDaniels?
fired up. He's like, dude, McDaniels brought Mac Jones in year 1 to the playoffs. I'm like, you know what, Dad? That's actually a pretty good point. I
true.
actually like that. All right, I'll take that. That means I think Josh McDaniels' his best thing has always been offense. He's not a head coach. It's not for everybody. But guess what? He knows some fucking offense. He worked in offense, and that's good. My dad said he likes the kid out of Penn State. Moving back and getting the kid out of Penn State, Tyler Warren.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, we don't. That is just happens to be one thing on the Patriots team right now that we just don't need.
I
We have
obviously
2
don't want to overthink it either. Like, I don't want them just to be like, I obviously hate trading back. I like trading back in certain instances.
You got to think of the package, Al. If
Yes.
we were to get 10 and 25, 10 and 28. That's pretty fucking good in a draft where it's this.
Well, because then you could
made-
probably still get Will Campbell.
He also did make a good point. This whole class, you know what this class is that's coming out this year in the draft?
The COVID class.
The COVID class. This is the COVID class. So I think that it's very wide open. If you think, like he just said, if you could trade back and still get Will Campbell and then also acquire another 1st round pick, that'd be fucking unreal. But I feel like with 3 days away, the Patriots know how this is going to go. They know. Elliot Wolf kind of said it a little bit. He's like, you know who you're getting because you obviously do your research and see who's going where. I would love Travis Hunter, generational talent. But it is what it is. You're going to go to Cleveland, probably going to be a bunch of problems. Probably going to be so fucking fed up with that the team sucks cock.
Yeah.
And that's just that. But we'll see. So you got a week, right? You're going Wednesday is the Celtics.
Yep. Game 2 Celtics. I'm going to.
Oh, I
tomorrow.
thought this game would have been today, dude. But
I know.
I remember you said
I'm
that
glad
you were going
it
to the
wasn't
game.
because I have shit to do. Yeah. So Wednesday, I think they moved the Sunday game. They were supposed to be Monday. We were supposed to play on Monday, but they moved it to Sunday because of Marathon Monday. You know what I mean? I think we were technically supposed to be Monday.
Okay.
Boston's playoff game.
That would have been
Monday,
sick
Wednesday.
to do it at Monday night.
I know, but I just think there was
If
too
the
much going
fucking
on.
Bruins were in the playoffs, you fucking sacks of shit.
No shit.
Dude, playoff hockey's the best, and I can't even get into it. Even though last night was unreal. It was 2 NHL winners. There was 2 overtime winners. Ovi scored his first. Can you believe Ovi scored his first NHL overtime goal? Playoff.
Okay, playoff. Okay.
Playoff overtime goal.
When you said that, I was like, that don't make
And then you're going to the Red Sox, who I'm with the Red Sox. I like watching the Red Sox. I could watch the Red Sox game. What I can't fucking do is I know we're wrapping up and I want to get into. I wish we could get into the broadcast that me and Al listened to. It literally put me to sleep. It was the worst fucking broadcast.
I wish we could find clips of that. It was so bad. You were legit falling asleep.
I was legit nodding off. It was so boring. I don't know, bro. It was like listening to us talk. And then they were like, imagine us just having this podcast the whole time being like, all right, strike 1 to Devs. Yeah, Johnny fucking Devis popped out. Bregman's up. Yeah. So Johnny, back to you. Like, it was fucking ridiculous.
But at points, they weren't even telling you what happened in the game. Like, it was like, we were trying
No,
to
I was going in and out, and you were like, "Oh, Bregman got a hit," and I'm like, "When?" And then I remember another time, like we were.
They were just like, they weren't even describing it. They were just like, oh, it looked like Bregman got a single there.
Yeah, it's like
It's
fucking.
just, okay, well, where did it go?
I know people like my dad used to like doing yard work and putting the game on the radio.
Yeah.
I would fucking hate that. I would hate that.
This was the worst it's ever been, though.
That was the worst thing I've ever listened to.
We've all listened to games because I feel like the only time I listen to games, obviously, is when I'm like you're traveling or you're going to a different place. You can't be.
I could listen to Scott Zolak and Bob Sosi. I could literally do a drive from whatever a 3.5, 4 hour drive is. I would do it just listening to the Patriots.
Yeah, they're good. Well, Zoe's great.
They're fantastic.
But yeah, it was a bad thing. So we went golfing. So it was like an hour ride. We went down to Plymouth because Fatzak is like the most selfish person on the planet. Instead of meeting us halfway, we had to go drive to him.
Yeah, it was tough.
Great course though. Crosswinds, go get it right down in Plymouth. Beautiful course, pretty good shape. They probably punched the greens 2 weeks ago. They were still rolling pretty good.
A lot of salt,
fertilizer. Something was on the greens. They had a little bit of sand, but other than that, it was beautiful course.
Yeah.
When that's in prime shape, it's great and it's fucking dirt cheap. It was like $70 with a cot. It's nuts. So we're driving back. We got an hour and a half. We put on the game because we went to fucking the 99 to watch the Red Sox Marathon Monday. And it is Johnny Gomes. It was a Johnny Gomes show. That's the only way we could do it. Johnny Gomes is on this fucking thing talking about the one home run he's had in his entire fucking career that you can remember. Now, I love Johnny Gomes, fine. But you would think this guy solved cancer the way that just this home run, his life changed, all this stuff. Okay, yeah, we get it. World Series home
talking
run,
about the marathon, bro, and Boston Strong and the patch.
Johnny Gomes is the 8th most memorable person on that roster, probably. Would you say?
Of that World Series roster?
Yes.
I mean, hold on.
Let's pull that up because it's Johnny Gomes.
2013?
Yes. You got Ortiz on that roster. Even Napoli. Napoli was unbelievable. Ian Napoli, the one Napoli celebrated in 2013 was crazy. Him going to the bars, shirtless, going wild in Faneuil Hall. Johnny Gomes got to be way down there in terms of like importance to the roster. Do you got it?
I have it. Yep. Give me a second.
He's legit talking like his whole life was changed and all that stuff, but he just kept saying the same thing. And he kept saying this one line. What was he saying? He was saying this one line and he
life-changing. Kept saying everything was life-changing.
Everything was life-changing. Just life-changing.
It's like it's life-changing. Craig Breslow was actually on that team, believe it or not.
Okay.
Clay Buchholz, more memorable in my opinion than Johnny
100%.
John Lackey, more memorable than Johnny Gomes because John Lackey was actually really good. John Lester, 100%. More memorable. Andrew Miller, wow. I mean, I'd probably
you just hit the pitches, no?
Well, I got to scroll down the whole thing. I mean, I'm just pitching.
This is just the pitching staff we're looking at.
Koji Uehara.
Yes, Koji. Yeah, he was unbelievable.
Absolutely. I can't believe Brandon Workman was.
Jake Peavy was on this roster.
Yep, Jake Peavy was on this roster. I won't give Jake Peavy the ride over Johnny Gomes just yet, but David Ross or Jared Saltalamacchia, arguably maybe a little bit better known.
David Ross was big, dude.
Pretty big. This was Xander Bogart's rookie year because he's wearing number 72.
Yep. Put him on that list.
Okay. Will Middlebrooks, who they were also talking to a fucking bunch to on the broadcast, who was on the broadcast with them. He was like, yeah, remember Willie? Like, they were just reminiscing. Mike Napoli, Pedroia, Jackie Bradley, Jacoby, Daniel Navas, Shane Victorino, Johnny Gomes, David Ortiz.
15. He's probably the top 15.
He's like top 10. Yeah, I give him the 10 spot.
But my point is like he was making it seem like he was the whole fucking roster. I'd love to see his average for the year. Johnny Gomes, listen, he's a name that you throw out when you're drunk with your friends and you're just throwing fucking names out of former Red Sox players. That's what Johnny Gomes is. He is an obscure person in my eyes. I think didn't he win one with Kansas City though too? He might have won with Kansas City.
Maybe.
If this he ruined, it's hard to ruin the radio. It's really hard to ruin the radio because the radio already sucks. Johnny Gomes ruined the radio.
Johnny Gomes in 2013 batted 247.
Exactly. 247. You're hitting 247. That's crazy.
You know what's life-changing? If you fucking hit better. That would have been life-changing.
That would have been life-changing.
That probably would have been more
that actually, it was life-changing. He was so shocked that he hit that thing, that he hit that home run.
He's like, yeah, man, I knew it was gone. It was 2-2 pitch. I had 2 sinkers in, looking splitter in. I never faced this guy.
Yeah.
I looked and watched. I watched Lucy Ribeiro, who I had a pitching thing on, and he came in, and I was doing my thing, and he threw it, and I hit it.
And that, guys, when I'm saying that, that's literally what the broadcast sounded like. I don't even know. I don't know how people listen to this podcast. I don't know how people listen to the fucking radio.
That was so life-changing that the following season he batted .234.
Right. So he dropped by
7 points.
13 points. 247 to 234.
Oh yeah, you're right.
13 points.
Yeah.
Fucking suck bag, bro.
Yeah,
Good guy. Hey, locker room guy. For sure. You know what I mean? I put him on the same pedestal as Kevin Millar, but Kevin Millar, I think, was actually a little bit more effective.
I don't think he has one season where he has over 100 hits.
That's tough. You play 162 games. So that's
fucking Johnny Gomes.
It's also not an everyday starter.
242 career average.
Yeah, that's not good. That's not good.
You know what? 162 home runs. I'll give him credit for that.
That's a lot of dongs.
That's a lot of dongs for
how many games did he play total? How many years? 162 games. If he played 10 years, that's not really that good. So,
oh yeah, he definitely played 10. 1, 2.
So if he played 10 years and only has 162 bombs, that's pretty bad.
11, 12, 13 years. Yeah, he's averaging like
he's averaging 1 point. He's averaging 12 home runs a year.
Yeah,
well,
he just looks like a piece of shit, Johnny Gomes.
Yeah, he looks like he does blow. So
yeah, God bless him. Johnny. Oh, his name is Jonathan Johnson Gomes. So it's John Gomes. Yo, hey, John Gomes.
Hey, here, John Johnson.
Yeah.
Johnny Johnson. That's Johnny Johnson Gomes
Johnny
right there.
Johnson. Wow, what a retard that family is, huh?
Johnny Johnson Gomes here.
Johnson Gomes.
Oh, actually, speaking of which, what was the Pope's fucking AIDS name?
Massimiliano.
Massi Milano. Eminem. Oh, that's a good one, bro. That's definitely what you could call him. Hey, Eminem.
Massimiliano. What would you throw his middle name down? You gotta throw another middle name down.
I don't know, dude. I'd probably maybe Gustavo.
Massimiliano Gustavo
Luisi. That is a one sure hell of an Italian name here. You think that? That guy was Italian. Serpentati was like his last name.
Serpetti. Yeah, that guy was definitely Italian. Yeah. Massimiliano Serpetti. Yeah, that's like a fake name that you find in like The Sopranos.
Oh, like The Godfather. That's like a Phil character. That's the guy that like works the door.
Sopranos Road to Respect in 2006. PlayStation 2.
Oh man. Good episode. What else we got? Anything else we got to talk about?
I don't know. I feel like I had a list of shit, but now my brain's mush. My brain's been mush all day. I think it was those fucking cookies from McDonald's.
Oh, I thought when we knew that we were just going to do the show, I knew what we were going to talk about. I thought we hit all of them. We hit Karen Reed, we hit Pope, we hit fucking Justin, WrestleMania, and we hit the draft. I mean, what else? I don't think we. I forgot about this, but I'm not forgetting about this.
Don't forget about it. Let's go. What is it?
Let me read this tweet, which might be one of the craziest tweets I've ever read in my life.
Oh, wait, hold on. Is it Kanye?
This is Kanye.
It is. We have to talk about this. And we're all cousins. So
this song is called Cousins, about my cousins that's locked in jail for life for killing a pregnant lady a few years after I told him we wouldn't look at dirty magazines together anymore.
Okay.
Perhaps in my self-centered mess, I felt it was my fault that I showed him those dirty magazines when he was 6, and then we acted out what we saw. My dad had Playboy magazines, but the magazines I found in the top of my mother's closet were different. My name is Ye, and I sucked my cousin's dick till I was 14.
So I'm guessing. So apparently his mother had gay magazines up on the top of the closet. He was looking at
What the fuck? fuck?
And he must have saw two guys sucking each other off, so he decided to suck his cousin off. Is that the gist of what happened?
Bro, that's what it sounds like.
See, you never know if Kanye's just being Kanye, just trying to be a fucking troll. I honestly do think he sucked his kid's dick.
I think he sucked his cousin's dick.
The problem is like age wise, I'm pretty sure he was like 5 years older than his cousin. So
That's
it's
so
a little weird that like the kid
So
was
gross.
6 and he was 11 sucking
So
his 6-year-old.
gross. They should be fucking murdered.
But it does make a ton of sense for how fucking weird Kanye is.
I know, but that I don't know. Dude, and his girl, I don't know if he's still with that same girl. That girl's fucking tapped.
Bianchi Sensori.
Oh no, I thought the Julia Rose, is that what her I don't
You're
know.
way off, dude. Julia Rose was like 15 years ago. Julia Rose was probably 6 years ago.
What's the girl showing up with like
Bianchi Sensori.
I don't know, whatever.
That's the one that's naked all the time.
It's fucking gross.
Yeah.
It freaks me out.
So, yeah, Kanye sucking his cousin's dick. While funny, the tweet being funny, that's fucking disgusting.
It's just the internet is just I don't even know. I really don't. I don't know. It's something else, man. It's undefeated.
If you had to pick one person from our family, who would you think would suck like a kid's dick?
I can't even answer that, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
'Cause that's just so
You can't even
fucked
think
up.
about it. It's that crazy.
Yeah, it's like we have all good family members and all that
So,
stuff.
but no one, but like Justin never tried to do this to you when you were younger.
No.
Okay.
No.
I just wanted to put that out there, see if that was true. No.
Oh man. Ugh. Makes me think of the fucking diddler cop from Winthrop.
Yeah, Fairley.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, piece of shit, dude.
Like did it to some young girl, but then like his sister comes out and like speaks up on for her, like you fucking sick fucks.
I think that there should be. I don't think the pedophiles should go to jail.
Nope. I think they should go somewhere way worse.
Street justice. You put them in the corner and you do it once a month. You just have all the pedophiles. They get strapped around a pole. You beat the piss out of them until they die. And the whole entire neighborhood should be able to do this. I guarantee pedophilia will be solved in 6 months to 1 year. You just do that every single time and you just keep killing these pedophiles left and right. Shit would work itself out pretty easily.
Yeah, you got to set an example one way or another, or put them in like a Guantanamo Bay.
Now, if we found out that John O'Keefe was a pedophile, we'd probably be happy that, those cops beat the piss out of him in Canton. Would you say?
Yeah, that's justifiable.
They probably should just plant a child porn on his phone and then no one would even a kid.
Something, but we don't even have that angle. Maybe in this fucking trial, we'll probably get that popping up somewhere at some point.
At some point.
We'll keep a close eye on this because I obviously know everything that's going on.
So, did you watch the documentary of Karen Reed?
No, Al.
Dude, it is.
No.
All right, so Karen Reed doesn't look great in this documentary. Not as like there's evidence against her, but more that like she just like didn't really give a fuck about this guy, John O'Keefe. Like she actually like cheats on him with the guy Higgins, or like tries to cheat on him. Like, will you fuck me? All this stuff in text messages. And then she sees them there that night, the guy, and he was like pissed that she came with John O'Keefe.
You
so
fucking
like,
woman,
dude,
bro. Like
dude,
it's fucking
nuts, dude.
crazy, bro.
So it's like that obviously doesn't make her a murderer, but
What a
it's fucking sketchy.
scumbag,
And she's
bro.
just like, I can't, in this fucking documentary.
What a terrible thing, dude.
She got coached wrong because she in this documentary was just like speaking her mind like completely. She's like, I don't even feel anything for this guy anymore. He's just like a problem now. Like the guy that died. Like he's just a problem. Like he's the reason why I'm here. Pretty much. Like he's the reason why I'm on trial. I'm like, well, this doesn't look good. Instead of just being like,
yeah, okay.
John was a good guy.
All right. Whoever's your PR person's probably having a fucking panic
She looked
attack.
so fucking bad in this
Or
documentary.
your lawyer's like, yo, lady, shut the fuck
She just looked like a horned up fucking drunk is what she looked up
Yeah.
in this
And
thing.
now she's fucking sucking off her lawyer, dude. That's why the lawyer's doing it pro bono. He's doing it
I
pro
will agree
boner.
that there are some pictures out there that she does look like she's sucking off the lawyer.
She absolutely is, bro.
And guess what?
Pro
God bless her,
boner.
she's allowed to do that.
Yeah. Hey, it's her life, bro. We're just fucking on the side, just watching what's going on. I'm sure her anxiety levels are fantastic. I'm sure that lady's definitely becoming if she isn't already, she's going to become an active alcoholic, no doubt. And she probably should get into OnlyFans. That would be a great bounce back for her. A lot of people would come
I'll
around
be
for that.
honest. If she got an OnlyFans, I think she'd break records. I think she'd break records right now.
You're so stupid to not jump on opportunities like this. Now, I don't know how professional it looks, but I would just be blatantly like, hey, listen.
I think if she gets
This is me in some lingerie. All right.
Casey Anthony has a OnlyFans now.
Casey Anthony has an OnlyFans, and she literally murdered her own baby.
She definitely killed a kid. Yeah, she tried to
If
blame her
she can
father.
do it, anyone can do it.
Yeah, it's a fact.
You got to know when the time's ripe. And I think she might, honestly, Karen Reed, it's still active. It's still relevant. So she could still get in there and get some pop. What's a couple million do for you? What's a couple million do
I think
for
she
you?
already has money. That's my opinion. I think I
don't know what she does or where she comes from.
First of all, it's not a couple million. Sometimes these people, you'll see them like these fucking fake celebrities, like Bad Bobby, whatever her fucking name is. What's her name?
Barbie. Yeah.
She made 50 or
Baby
60
or baddie.
million in the first year.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's nuts.
Imagine
That
making
just
50
goes to
million,
show
yeah.
how fucking horny the whole world is.
Yeah, it is crazy. So this is the game plan. This is how you get successful. So anybody that has girls for kids, this is how you get successful. Make a somewhat viral video with your kid where she becomes somewhat famous for something stupid. It could be anything. Could be a meme, anything like that. Then slut her out on OnlyFans. 50, 60 million in for the family. You're all set.
Yeah, and then you can stop it after like 2 years.
That's it. So now you get $100 million.
You're good.
Whole family say you don't even have to hit Powerball. Okay. Just absolutely degrade your daughter.
Bro, I know girls that get sent money just for them like being like present, or then like I know girls that get sent money for like just feet pics. Like that's fucking
There's some sick bastards
there's some sick people out there, bro. Like that's just what it is.
I would definitely let my wife sell feet pictures online.
I would too.
I mean, that's just
What? You know what I mean?
where are these people? You want me? I'll send my feet. I'll paint my toes and send my toes. I feel like they're like
Come on.
they're not hairy enough.
What are we talking? Like, what are we talking?
I think I could make decent money off my feet.
You probably could. You probably could make decent money off your feet.
That's what I'm saying. So like, if anybody wants any feet pictures, let me know. We got some male tit pictures that are being sent around.
I hope that person dies. It is what it is.
Okay. Well, go to the Brown Jug, obviously. Get the wings. We've already discussed this ad nauseum. Go tell Tiff. Tiff's the manager over there. You'll know her. I'm telling you, Kool-Aid woman. She's going to just be running through walls. And she's all jacked up 24/7. Go see Dan at the bar. He's a little shy little guy. Little shy little big dude in the corner that doesn't want to be on camera. Go see, who else is over there? Mike. Go see Mike, the owner. You know? Go see these guys. Go say hi.
Great people. I'll be there. I'll be sure to make sure I pick up some wangs. We're going to get probably 25 buffalo, 25 teriyaki. And
You got to see another flavor. I want another 6 of another flavor, 10 of another flavor.
I would like to try another flavor. You're actually right. Maybe I might do 20, 20, 20.
20, 20, 20.
20, 20, 20.
I think that's a good idea. And so last year you said you were going to jump off your balcony if we drafted, who did you say?
I forget we had the chance to draft Marvin Harrison and we didn't.
Right. So
we drafted Drake May, which I can now attest. I'm glad I didn't jump off my balcony because I'm with Drake May. I'm cool with that.
But you still owe us a balcony jump, which you're never going to do. So that's
no, I mean, there's no, I do owe you a balcony jump. That's for sure. I owe you a balcony jump along with like $600. So now I'm in better shape. So I might be more apt to jump off my balcony because I definitely know I could brace myself better than I did at that time. So
because you weigh less.
I weigh less. I stepped on the scale again today. We are 218 on the nose.
218. I was going to say you do look skinny. You're looking skinnier and skinnier every time I see you. It's good news.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
It's the plunges. It's the hot saunas. He's doing everything for his body.
It's the work, bro. It's the work.
He's putting in the work. We haven't had one treadmill talk in 3 months.
No. I don't need no treadmill talk.
Oh,
every now and then I throw it up there. No one joins. So that's humbling.
I gotta lie.
So you're like, all right, here, fucking right. So we're treadmill talking to yourself here. But yeah, clang and bang, eating right. I'm going to the grocery store after this. Like I said, picking up a fresh piece. I want salmon. I'm in the mood for some salmon.
Do you know what I'm in the mood for? Sally's a pizza. That's what I want. I want some Sally's, and my wife just refuses to go. Like, absolutely refuses to go. It's been like, I've been asking her for fucking 14 years.
I haven't had this fucking place. I'm holding out because I want to do the what did you eat today, sir episode. I want to do our trip. I think makes the most sense to Sally's.
We've already been to Sally's a million times. So
Has he already done? Did he already do Sally's?
I'm assuming so.
I'm assuming so too.
The kid goes fucking three places a day, pretty much. He puts out videos. The kid's a fucking hard worker.
He is.
Not like us. We're gonna get him on, by the way. We
Yeah,
keep
talk to
tossing
him.
it back. I've talked to him a few times. He's in for whatever we want to do. So
Well, get him in on a food. Well, we obviously probably shouldn't do it this week. We can't do it this week because
Justin sucks.
Justin's out. And if we do the episode without Justin, it doesn't even matter, bro. It doesn't even matter. Justin's going to be there. He's going to fucking critique everything. He's going to eat nothing because that's just what it's going to be.
That's what he is. Because
So we're
Justin
probably going to have to wait
anything.
for Justin until you get a "What did you eat today, sir? What did you eat today, sir?" collab. So, but that's happening.
Yeah, we got a couple other things in the works. We'll see what happens. We'll see if anything pans through.
We could end up at an auto body
Oh yeah, that too.
near you.
Yeah, that would be nice. That would be fun.
Yeah.
Have a couple skits doing that.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna say yeah for the oil.
Yeah. All right, boys. Keep it clean. Fuck you, fat sucker. You suck at golf. That's it. See you next week.